and white. We've seen a lot of that this year, but we got a big football game. This is this is a big playoff game, third game of the playoff part of the season, and man, I think we're ready to play football. I was
talking to the coaches.
Be a big game.
Talking to the coaches on the way up, and they feel like they had a really good week of practice. Mansfield's got some young men that can play football, and they run the option well.
Yeah, we will see the option a lot tonight, and we'll have some keys to the game later on in the pregame show. You're listening to the Merchants and Farmers Bank pregame show live tonight from Mansfield High School in Mansfield, Arkansas. And I did not know exactly where Mansfield is. Never been here. Don't know that I've ever been through here.
Well, I had a coaching friend who was originally from Mena, and we played Farmington in a playoff game, and then I rode with him down to Mena. So we went through here. That's the only time I've ever been through.
Well, you'll probably see some nose wiping and hear some sniffling tonight because it's cold here, and we're stars in the cold sky. So we're going to be out here with the fans.
Pretty much the difference between 4A football and 3A football is the press box. The football is the same quality, but not everybody has press box.
That is absolutely correct. And but man, a big football game tonight. Boy, this is a big game. The winner of this game advances to the semifinals, and we're getting close to the end of the playoff part of the season. And the road to the Rock is starting to clear up a little bit. And there's 8 teams in 3A left tonight, and that'll be cut to 4 after this football game. And we're hoping that the Dumas Bobcats are one of those 4 teams. So. Got a big game here. We're going to see a physical Mansfield Tiger team that are going to run the ball a lot. Now, they do throw the ball some, but the quarterback likes to run. He runs out of the option, and so he likes to run as well. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him tonight.
Yeah, I believe Mansfield has basically the same philosophy about passing as Don Campbell had. Don Campbell said 3 a game.
Yeah, if we have to throw 3 a game, we'll do that.
Yeah,
but we will see a lot of running tonight. So and that a team that does that, they're content to burn a lot of clock, and that could play into the Bobcats' hands. If you could score quick and get on top of them by a couple of touchdowns, then burning the clock. Which is their game plan, is not going to be an option for them, and it may get them out of their game plan a little bit. Now, I know they're ready for this game. It's been a lot of practice on both sides, but hopefully the Bobcats can jump out to a lead, and I think that's going to be very important for the Cats, is to get a lead here in this game and maintain it. Man, we're not favored by a lot of the pregame gurus around the state, and one of the main reasons is the long road trip, and so that always takes a little off of a team statistically, I guess. So the Bobcats are just going to have to see how bad they want it tonight and how bad the road trip affected them.
We kind of broke the trip up. It's probably a 5-hour drive if you just went straight through, on a school bus. Right. But we broke it up a little bit, so they got a chance to get off, stretch their legs, get something to eat, get back on the bus. We got here in plenty of time for them to stretch good, and they seemed excited.
So the weather, there's not going to be a wind factor, no precipitation or anything like that, but it is going to be bone-chilling cold on that football field tonight, and we'll see how that affects the players. But I believe it's going to affect the fans and the radio crew more than it will the players tonight.
Thank God for hot hands.
Yeah, and so our uniformed look that we try to go with every now and then, that's kind of out the window tonight, and we were looking for warmth.
Last time I wore this, I was on a deer stand, but I had a buddy heater.
There you go. Well, we're -1 heater, obviously. I doubt that the fire marshal dude, and he just happens to be at the gate where I park my car that has a buddy heater in it.
Yeah.
But he's not going to let me bring it into the football field. Obviously, I get it, but it's a good thing he was watching because I was about to try. But we're ready to go. We're excited about this football game, and I can't think of anywhere I'd rather be on a Friday night than up here in North Arkansas or Northwest Arkansas to watch these Bobcats play, man. They've had a good season, especially the back half of the season got better and better. And
we got a lot of players back that missed the first 5-6 games, and having those guys back and healthy has made a difference.
Oh yeah, you want all of your team ready to go, and we didn't have that early. But having them back now, like you said, that's going to make a big difference, and it helps with the game plan. It helps you to not have to modify much to move kids around. We saw that earlier when our quarterback was out, and losing our good quarterback is one thing, and then taking one of our receivers to put in the quarterback position kind of changed
another third away.
Yeah, kind of changed the game plan a little bit. But tonight, I think everybody, as far as I know, is healthy, and we're ready to play football. And I did watch the game today, Mansfield versus the Greyhounds.
Newport.
That from Newport, they played last week, so I got to watch them play today. And we saw them running the ball a lot. We saw them running the ball effectively. But that option, man, you got to watch that option. That quarterback's going to run that football tonight. We're going to see the option, and they're content. Like you say, it's the little deal you say is 3 yards and a cloud of dust. If they want to keep those chains moving and burn that clock, but that could play right into the Bobcat. We've seen it happen this year. We've seen it happen, and we've seen it both sides. So, but maybe it'll play into the Bobcats' hands if we can score quick. So we got to score big and quick, and we got to keep it going. We have got to make perfect throws and catches, and we have got to be near perfect on offense tonight.
And on defense, they've got to read their keys. They've got to play assignment football. Somebody's got to hit that fullback every time, whether he's got the ball or not. Got to hit the quarterback every time and the pitch man on every play. Act like they got the football, take them to the ground.
You got to let the quarterback know that you're going to be here all night, and you're going to be in his face, and you're going to keep pressure on him. That is absolutely right. And I think the Bobcats physically can do it. They're fast enough. I don't think that the Mansfield Tigers have seen speed recently like they're going to see from Dumas tonight. I think they're going to see a little bit more speed than they're used to seeing, at least late in the season. And so we gotta turn the afterburners on tonight and light this football field up with some speed and some good catches and some big runs.
I can tell you Newport's got speed, but they didn't capitalize.
They did not. You're right.
They didn't take advantage of it.
And so we will see what's going to happen. You're listening to the Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas pregame show live tonight from Mansfield, Arkansas, home of the Mansfield Tigers, as we are watching the warm-ups, and the Bobcats are on the football field now warming up. Mansfield has just left the field, looks like, but we're just about ready for this football game. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back with more of the pregame show after this. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Stumped on a home project? Stop by Barry's True Value in Dumas for expert advice on any remodeling project. Barry's is stocked with the right products and tools from brands like DeWalt and Steel to get the job done. While you're in Barry's, check out the outdoor selection. Barry's True Value carries top brands like Under Armour and Lacrosse footwear to help you have a successful hunt. For all your home projects and outdoor needs, trust Barry's True Value in Dumas. Barry's, behind every project is a true value. Driven by our mission to deliver power you can count on, the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas go to work every single day on the X's and O's of delivering reliable and affordable electricity to our home field, Arkansas. With over 2,000 employees on our team, our game plan begins and ends with their dedication across our 17 electric distribution cooperatives that cover more than 60% of Arkansas. They are our most valuable players. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, the power to deliver, the drive to win.
Did you know that Henderson State University offers a nurturing classroom environment with caring faculty who will invest in your career success? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come check us out. Visit hsu.edu/getready for additional information. Did you know that Henderson State University offers the only aviation degree in Arkansas? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come fly with us. Visit hsu.edu/aviation for additional information.
What do you love most about the cooler weather? Is it snuggling under a warm blanket? How about holidays with family? What about the flu? Well, maybe not the flu, but getting your flu shot at Dumas Family Pharmacy is the first line of defense in protecting you, your family, and the community. Get your flu shot today. Visit Dumas Family Pharmacy at 301 Highway 65 South in Dumas. Dumas Family Pharmacy, taking the time to listen and care.
Children grow up so fast, but it takes just a moment to plan for their future and their education. Start saving for your child or grandchild today with the Arkansas Brighter Future 529 plan. It's a new name, but the same great way to grow education savings. From pre-K to college or trade school. Visit brighterfuturedirect529.com.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risk, and cost, read the official statement available at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Brighter Future Fund Committee.
It's that time of year again, and everywhere you go, people are rooting for their favorite teams. At Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance, we want to be your favorite team. That's why we created Fave Rates, great new rates with the same great service. Call your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent today or get a free quote online at faverates.com. Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
Call Farm Bureau Agent Grant Shellman or Deshae County Agency Manager Bubba Hudson today at 870-382-4004.
Welcome back to the Murchison Farmers Bank pregame show tonight as we are on the visitor side. We are in Mansfield, Arkansas, and we're sitting on the visitor side tonight. So we will be with the Dumas faithful, and we've had some folks make that long road trip up here and to cheer on these Bobcats, and I know these Bobcats are going to appreciate that. I'm Rick Helton, joined with Coach McGraw and Coach Harris, and Bub and Brock are down on the other end manning the camera system and the computer, and we're getting all geared up and getting ready for this football game tonight here in Mansfield, a big game for these two teams. And these teams are sort of young to the playoff picture here recently. Yep. And Mansfield's been to the round one, I think, a couple of times. But
their playoff record,
it was in semifinals last year.
Their playoff record is 12-11. Mm-hmm. But this year was only their second conference championship.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
They average 39 points a game and give up 15 points a game. And their big wins were over Boonville and Charleston, and those are two names in 3A, sometimes 4A, that everybody knows about.
Yeah, that is true. You've heard those names a few times, no doubt about that. But the 3A road to the Rock is narrowed down to 8 teams. That'll be cut in half after this game tonight. Let's take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll be right back.
A lot of cities claim to be unique, but are they really? Were they the off-season playground for legends like Babe Ruth and Al Capone? Do they sell beer made from thermal spring water that comes straight from the ground below? Do any of these places have a street that has a gangster museum on one side of the road and a national park on the other? Let me go ahead and answer that for you. They don't, because none of them are Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
What does it feel like to know it matters to others how you're doing? What's weighing on your mind? That you're happy right now, that your body's healthy, and that those around you are taken care of too. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind. So you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
The breaks tonight powered by Barry's True Value. Welcome back to the Murchison Farmers pregame show here tonight as we prepare for this football game. And there's no rhyme nor reason with the timing of the national anthem and the prayer and the alma maters. Some schools do them with 5 minutes left. We just jumped in there with about 15 minutes left in the pregame show, so kind of caught me off guard. Do apologize for that, but welcome back to our pregame show as we're getting the preliminaries out of the way and getting ready to play football here tonight in Mansfield, Arkansas on a cold Friday night. And it's cold everywhere in the state, so we may as well be up here playing football.
Only advantage we would have of being at home would be inside the press box.
Yeah, this school has a tiny press box, and looking across the field, it looks like it's packed with somebody. I don't know who all they got in there, but
looks like a bunch of sardines in there.
That's what it looks like, and so there was no room for sardines wearing purple and gold, so they've stuck us out here in the visitors' bleachers. But, hey, if these fans that made the road trip can handle it, we can handle it.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just about ready for this game. But, Coach Harris, so you have some keys to a victory tonight and some things that the Cats are going to have to do to win this football game. We talked about we will see the option tonight, and we're going to have to defend against that quarterback and that running game. We know they're going to run the football, but there's some other pieces of housework we're going to have to do tonight to win this game.
Right. Well, first and foremost, before we even get into the offensive part about it, and I'm sure you guys would agree, the number one thing that we got to do tonight is stop the run. I mean, these guys here probably average, as McGraw said, about 39 points a game. They probably average about 320-some plus yards for rushing a game. They run the wing T, similar to what we've seen in McGee and Palestine Wheatley and what we saw in who's the other one? Barton. And then there's somebody Rising, who probably ran it the best. But, I'm going to be honest. I was sitting home. We've been out on this Thanksgiving break, and I watched them play against Newport, and I think they run it better than McGee or Rising or any of them, man. They're tough. I mean, you can know what they're doing. It almost looks like the quarterback comes to the line. He looks at what he got. He'll get ready to quick snap it. He'll get off of it, walk and look at the sideline. They're audible and switch the play and run to their advantage, and it almost works every time. I mean, they ran a 3rd and 9 against Newport, ran an option.
Yeah.
Well, got the first down.
From what I've watched, just by watching a little bit of the film on them,
man.
That quarterback's coming, and coach might have the option called to this side. Mm-hmm. He sees there's somebody in that hole, but there's not in that side, so they're going to check and run it where they can have most success with it.
Yeah, and I don't think, and McGraw probably can attest to this, we watched those 3 teams we said, and Barton and Palestine and Rising and McGee run it, but I don't think we've seen anybody run the wing T that comes up, leaves the line with a quarterback with that kind of smarts, looks over, comes back and switches where they're going to go to, looking at where they can go with an advantage. So the number one thing tonight, especially for us, if we even have a chance to win this ball game, is to stop the run. If we can't stop the run, then
slow it down.
It's going to be a long night for us. Now, on the other hand, they only give up 15 points a game. Can they stop us? You know what I'm saying? And we've been very dangerous this year with Raylan Spratt and with Marcus Kilgore on the edges. And so it's just going to be a very, very interesting game on both sides of the football game.
In that game that we watched it today at Zach's house, and on that 3rd and 9, the radio announcer even called it. He said he's probably going to run the option. And I'm thinking, man, what are you talking about? It's 3rd and 9, dude. And he called it, and the quarterback ran it.
And he went right, and it worked.
When you're running the option and you run it well, one person makes a mistake, it's a good play.
That's right.
And the thing about it, when I did see them running it, man, there's so much going on. Like when I watched them run it, the quarterback – he's getting ready to hike it. The number 23 is going to come in motion for a toss. The fullback's going to go up the middle. So they've got 3 different things going on at one time. And if you bite on one, they're going with the other, man.
And play assignment football.
Yeah, and they were pretty successful. Now, like I said, what do we do tonight? We got great people out on the receivers in Marcus Kilgore and Raylan Spratt, so we hope for them to have a dynamic game tonight. But you can also say that Mansfield is no stranger to going up against athleticism, against talent. They just played against a Power 5 Newport running back who has offers from Arkansas, Auburn, Ole Miss, Wisconsin, Miami, Florida State, Penn State, you name it. So they were able to limit them to 14 points a game. So those guys were right on their average last night. So it's going to be, last week, it's just going to be very important. Can Dumas slow down the running attack of Mansfield, which has been incredible this year? When you scoring 39, 40 points with the wing T.
Running the ball,
that means you're explosive. To me, that equates to scoring like 50 or 60 in the spread. That's just me. I'm not a football guy, but What do you think? Is that the same?
Oh, yeah.
If you're scoring 39, 40
if you're running that type of offense, you want to score 34, 35 points, because if you do, you win.
To me, that's like the equivalent, and I go where I'm strong at. That's the equivalent in basketball. That's like scoring 70 points a game, and all we do is throw the ball inside every time, and you know what's happening. So that's tough, man. This is a big assignment, but, I mean, they're all big assignments this time of the year. When the playoffs,
there are no easy ones left.
Everybody is good. This come time, and so if you want to, like what Ric Flair used to say, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And so, I think if Dumas comes out and they read their keys and everybody stays in their assignments and nobody's cheating, if you're doing exactly what you've been coached to do all week, I think that we have a chance to stop the run. If you take gambles and do stuff that you're not accustomed to doing, they're gonna execute their game.
They'll make us pay for it.
Well, this is a big game. We've talked about that, and the Bobcats are going to have their hands full. And we also mentioned earlier that it's a long road trip, and what kind of stress is that going to put on the players? But they're young.
Right.
I mean, these are young men, and they're pretty residual.
Right.
A road trip like that's not as hard on them as it is on us.
Man, tell me about it.
But and we broke the trip up today.
But we did too.
That's very important. Yeah. So it took us over a half a day to get here purposely.
Yeah, we stopped in Russellville.
Yeah.
Well, when you think about the road trip, it could be it could be a distraction. You say a long road trip up, but I'll just say it now. When you get to this point, we've turned the season around. We're playing great down the stretch in the playoffs. Man, you don't need any motivation. If you don't get here 4 hours away, you're playing for right to go to the semifinals. If you're not ready and ready to play, they say you don't have to get ready when you stay ready. If you're not ready to play right now, then there's something wrong, man.
Yep.
They should have got off that bus ready to play football, man, because the stakes are high. The chips are all on the table.
A lot of coaches say, long trip. It also gives your guys a chance to focus.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the game on their phones and focus on their assignments. And I'm telling you, you could have heard a pin drop on those buses up here.
And that's focus.
That's focus.
That's focus. And Coach Lovelady and his guys, I believe they work diligently, and they've gotten these guys going in the right direction, and they're focused. Now, as we say, they give up 15 points a game. Well, I'm not sure. I know they played the Power 5 running back, but at the same time, I think we have two gifted guys in Raylan Spratt and Marcus Kilgore, and I'm not sure they've seen anything that resembles them. Newport was athletic, but still, our guys in Raylan Spratt and Marcus Kilgore can go from 0 to 100 in 1 second. They can turn a 5-yard catch into 80, right? So have they seen what we put out on the field? And the story, it'll be unraveled tonight.
It's going to be answered soon.
In 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're 3.5 minutes away from finding out how this football game's going to start, and we're just about ready for football in Mansfield, Arkansas on this cold Friday night. And there's been a lot of anticipation about this game down in Dumas, around town, and the city's excited, and they're behind the players, and they're just tickled that these young men are up here tonight playing in this caliber of a football game, and that's a big deal. You're in round 3 of the playoffs. That is a big deal. You're one of the final 8, and that is something to be proud of.
Well, the good thing about it is, I would have to say is, and I always say Coach McGraw, because he has all those years of coaching, so he knows more football than I'd ever thought about. But, man, Dumas, and he'll test it, Dumas has no pressure. There's no pressure on Dumas. We're not supposed to be here.
That's right.
We're the underdog.
We're the underdog.
We're the one that wasn't supposed to make the playoffs.
Yeah. There's no pressure on Dumas.
Go play some football.
All we have to do is go out and play. The pressure is over on that side of the field. They have all the pressure because, they made it to the semis last year. I know they're itching to get to the semis again, and so all the pressure is on Mansfield. Dumas has no pressure. All we got to do is come out
and play football
and have fun and relax.
Absolutely, and I think that we're just about ready to make that happen as we await the captains. I see the captains on the far side of the field for Mansfield, and now here come the Dumas captains as well, and we're just about ready to get this football game underway. So I'm going to grab up a couple of rosters. We're kind of short on room. My table works well. It's just not big enough. We're going to have to make one grow a little bit. But we see the captains for tonight's team for the Dumas Bobcats. And every roster I have in my hand is Mansfield, and there's my Dumas roster. Yep. But we do see Henderson is one of the captains, Chancey Dale, as well as Tylen Bell. So those are the 3 captains for the Dumas Bobcats. And the Cats tonight are dressed in the gold pants, white jerseys with purple numbers and topped with gold helmets. And Mansfield's wearing red jerseys, white pants, and white numbers. So we'll won't have any trouble there seeing the numbers and calling the plays tonight as the captains make their way to midfield. Toss of the coin tonight brought to you by Dumas Family Pharmacy. And we'll get this coin in the air, find out who's going to get the football, and we will get this game underway shortly. But and that's going to bring us to the end of the Murchison Farmers pregame show. So we know what's on the line for the Cats. We know what it's going to take to win this football game. And let's see what's going to transpire here. So we await the toss on this. I mean, it's cold, but the wind died down. So we caught a break there. And but it is cold tonight here in North Arkansas. So now Mansfield, they do have a natural grass surface like the Bobcats. So we should feel at home there. The Cats have won the toss, and they have elected to decline or defer to the third quarter. So the Bobcats will be kicking the ball away to get this game underway, and the Bobcats will be moving from our left to our right, and we are on the Dumas sideline, so that's going to be the south. They're going to be defending the south end zone, I think, and I'll kind of work that out in my mind. But the Bobcats will be moving.
One of them.
Is it east and west again? Well, then I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to go left and right, and we're going to stick with that because I'm not even for sure which way we're facing, so we're
facing north.
All right, well then, so we're just going to let that ride. But if we're facing north, then they're defending the east end zone,
right?
So they're going to be moving left to right for whatever it's worth. But the folks on the radio kind of need to know that because they can't see what's going on the field. So that's why I always throw that in there. But we're going to kick this football away, and we're going to get ready to play football here in Mansfield, Arkansas tonight. I tell you what, let's step away for 30 seconds. We'll be back and kick this game off.
All right, Tiger fans, let's get on our feet. We're about to
Call ASC Property Management Incorporated and Southland Management Corporation for your real estate and rental property needs. They have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments as well as houses for rent in Dumas, Grady, Gould, Star City, and the surrounding area. Phone 870-382-6762 or come see them at 710 Meadow Drive behind Mad Butcher in Dumas. ASC Property Management and Southland Management, members of the Realtors Association, proud members of the Dumas community, and strong supporters of Bobcat Sports, equal housing provider.
And here come the teams onto the football field, and we're just about ready to play football in Mansfield, Arkansas. Welcome back, and that concludes our pregame show. And we're ready for football here in North Arkansas tonight. Northwest Arkansas, I would guess that would be. Although we're south.
West Central.
Yeah,
West Central.
Because we are south of Interstate 40, so those are the Northwest Arkansas people up there. So we'll say West Arkansas and leave it at that. But we're just about ready to get underway as the Bobcats have won the toss. They've deferred to the third quarter, and they're going to kick this football away to get this football game going here tonight. So we know Mansfield's going to run the ball a lot, and we're going to have to figure out a way to stop that run, but we'll just get this ball kicked off. And I think you start off with a good kickoff, try to pin them as deep as you can, and then we'll see what happens there. Their quarterback tonight, he wears number 7. His name's Jeremy, and I think it's Strozier, and as far as I know, that's the way it's pronounced. And he is a pretty scrappy little quarterback. He is a senior, 6'1", 190, pretty good-sized kid as well. And we are just about ready to get underway. Now, we have set right on top of the field a bunch, but we are a mile away from that football field. It is a high end-over-end kick, fielded at the 20. Looking for running room, far side, moves the ball across the 30, up near the 34. They're going to mark him down at the 32, and that is where Mansfield's going to take over first down and 10. So they'll take over first and 10 from their own 32-yard line, and we are underway in this 3A playoff contest tonight. So first down and 10 for Mansfield. Strozier comes to the line. He's going to work out of the shotgun formation. And we're going to see, no, he's going to work under center. And we're going to see a few different formations. He's going to hand off to the first man through, just a dive play and not much doing. He's going to gain about 3. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 7 for Mansfield.
And 3 is what they want.
Yep. Right. It's like you said, 3.
3 times 4 is 12. That's a first down.
Right. You know, and so they're going to test the waters, and they're going to see exactly where to run the football. You know, what side they want to pick on. So it is 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3, just underway here in the first quarter.
That's a pretty healthy-looking line.
There's a big lineman up there. I see a lot of red.
There's a reason for that wing. There's a reason for that wing
That's
tee.
correct. One man goes into motion, and the quarterback is going to hand off over the right side.
Gave it to the wing on a jet sweep.
And he's going to get close to a first down. Let's see where they mark the football.
Yeah.
They're going to mark it 1st down and 10.
Yeah, and that's that ball. There's that ball control offense of Mansfield. You know, dive up the middle, then they go over the right. Man, that's what they're going to do. Just a heavy dose of running.
Yep. 1st down and 10 for Mansfield. Everybody's in tight. One receiver to the right side. One man goes into motion. Now the quarterback's going to audible. He sees something that he wants to change.
And here's what we were talking about when we watched them play Newport. They're looking to see where's the advantage at.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line of Mansfield. They have a 1st down and 10 just underway here in the first quarter. Strozier puts a man in motion, and he is going to pitch out over the right side, and they're going to gain about 5, and that's exactly what they're content to do.
And thing that scared me right there, I'm sure Hugh McGraw, that quarterback booted out with nobody out here.
And nobody went with him.
Yeah, so that's something we need to watch to make sure that we maybe fix that or correct that, because I was hoping he didn't keep that football.
Forced out of bounds just a little shorter than I thought, and it's a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Moves the ball up to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Mansfield. 9:57 here in the first quarter. We're just underway. First possession of the game. Number 3 goes into motion. Quarterback hands off over the right side, and he's going to run the ball up the middle, and he's going to get a 1st down.
And that young man is running hard. He's got his legs lifting those knees.
Man, that's
doing what you want a fullback to do.
Yeah, that's the guy. He ran for 195 yards last week. 4 TDs against Newport. So this is a guy that you got to plug it up in there.
So a fresh set of downs for Newport inside the Bobcat 50. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line of Dumas.
And we can't let them lull us to sleep and throw that little quick pass.
Now a receiver split to this side of the football field. They run that wing T formation. Everybody's in tight. A bunch of folks in there to block and some misdirection as well. Quarterback comes under center. Motion man gets the pitch out.
Wide.
And he is looking for a little running room. And, man, they're just making those 5- and 6-yard gains look easy right now.
Right. And one little adjustment, I'm going to look at it again to make sure I'm not wrong on it, that looks like I see is, man, I see Timothy Martin line up inside in the line like a D tackle instead of out on D end, on the end. He's been looking like he's lined up inside.
Gain of 6 on that play.
He's inside instead on the edge.
Yeah, he's playing a 7 technique.
Yeah. I guess to stop some of that inside running.
Right.
So that's an adjustment for Dumas.
2nd down and 4, 8:30 clock runs.
That's different in it.
And they like to control the tempo of the game, no doubt about that.
Right. Fullback.
Now we're pretty good tackle there at the line of scrimmage. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4, no gain.
Timothy Martin.
Yeah.
Yep. So they put him in there to plug that hole up.
Right. Oh, little old Tim. Tim, as they say, with his little self, but he's a strong guy. Very strong. But that's an adjustment I saw. I'm used to seeing Tim Martin out on the edge, and to see him tucked in there inside is different.
3rd down and 3 now for Mansfield. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the 40 of the Bobcats.
Right. He's probably going to go in motion and stop the play and look over.
So he's going to move under center.
Stop.
Oh. And now he's going to hand off.
Number 3. Ooh.
And, boy, he is going down in the backfield, back at the original line of scrimmage.
Man, hey, good play by Dumas, man. Donald James.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 as they're going to tackle him back at it's going to be 4th down and 9. That's correct. Back at the 45-yard line.
And I'd say you're fixing to see the option.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're about to see it.
And that's something you just wouldn't think you would call at 4th and 9 from near midfield. The quarterback now is going to look to the sideline, and he's pointing to the play clock, looking for a play. So a big stop there.
And they probably going to punt this or call timeout.
4th down and 9. They're down to 2 seconds. And he did not get it off, and he's going to get a 5-yard delay of the game penalty. And they are going to –
I'm sure they're mad about that.
They're going to back up punt. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do.
That was a good job by Dumas, especially on that 3rd down, making that play to stop them early.
Well, you had a big play by Timothy Martin, then you turn around and have a big play by Donald James and take them from basically 3rd and 4 to 4th and 14.
All right.
So it is that was a big stop for the Bobcats, and they're going to punt the football away. Mansfield, ball spotted at midfield. And it's a good snap. The punt is kind of a rolling punt, kind of taking a Mansfield roll, but the Bobcats are still going to get pretty decent field position. And the ball's going to be back near the 18-yard line or so. And it's going to be 1st down. They're going to say 16. It's kind of hard to see the numbers from here. But
they don't have ticks.
Yeah, they do not.
Except for the middle of the field.
Right. And you can, and that's what I've been counting on is that that 50. I mean, they had a big M out there on the 50-yard line, and kind of doing math left to right. Either way,
don't ask me to do any math.
Oh, you two are the educators. Come on now.
He's the math guy.
I teach history.
Oh, okay. Well, there's got to be some math in history somewhere. 1st down and 10 now for the Cats. First offensive possession for Dumas, and we're going to see the Bobcats, Walker and crew, work out of the spread offense. Twins to the right. Quarterback's going to hand off over left tackle, and he's going to gain himself about 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. And we'll wait on the spot. He got a good gain that time, and that is going to be a gain of 6. So it's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Bobcats. And we'll take a gain of 6 on 1st down all night long. So the Bobcats come out running the football after forcing Mansfield to punt the ball away. And it is 2nd down and 4 now for Dumas. 6:10 left to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless here in Mansfield. Walker puts a man in motion, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep, and he is going to dive forward. And I think he's going to get the 1st down. He's going to be close. He needed the 25, and let's see where they're going to spot the ball. But he's going to be very close to a 1st down. And they're going to spot it up at near the 28-yard line. And they're going to move the chains, 1st down and 10 for the Bobcats. So a big 1st down there, 5:44 to go in the quarter. So the Bobcat defense got it done on that opening possession. And now let's see what the offense can do, see if we can drive the football and take control of this football game. Boy, Mansfield's got a big crowd over across, but look at the crowd that Dumas brought all the way across the state of Arkansas. And this is impressive right here, and I like to see this, and I know these young men do as well. Walker takes a snap. He is going to hand off out of the backfield.
Looks like Marion Grant. Is that Marion running it? No, that's Kent. I see that 0.
Yeah, that's
that 0. That's what got me.
So a gain of only a yard. 2nd down and 9 now for the Bobcats. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line, I believe. And it is going to be 2nd down and long for Dumas. So we're yet to see Walker throw the football. We're inside the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter.
First throw.
Now he's going to drop back. Walker's
he got loose.
He's going to get loose. He's going to throw deep, and it is going to be.
Oh, Marcus Kilgore almost.
And that's something that you just don't see. Right. And Marcus Kilgore dropped that pass.
That's all right, Marcus.
And,
that's all right.
You got to shake that one off. Now, Walker did a very good job of eluding that sack that he was about to take.
Yeah, they almost had him back there.
And he put the ball on the money as well. So a good offensive play there. And, Kilgore just dropped the football. Stops the clock, 4:42, 3rd down and 9 now for the Cats. So Walker threw under duress will get him a little bit more protection. That would be big for the Cats. Now we've got a flag. I think we had maybe 2 men in motion, and I believe that is
false
correct.
Start, yeah.
And Spratt was in motion, and we saw somebody else move.
Yeah, we don't need to stay behind the chains. Not in a game like this,
man.
Yeah,
that's right.
No. We were doing pretty good, positive, moving the ball forward a little bit, and then a couple mishaps. We got to stay positive, especially you need every inch in a game like this.
Now it's going to be 3rd down and 14 for the Dumas Bobcats. 4:41 left to go here in the scoreless first quarter. We're going to see Spratt go into motion. Walker drops back.
And,
going to throw incomplete.
Yeah, try to come with a little screen. Tunnel comes straight to him. I'm not sure how much was open right there. It would have had to been spread. Would have had to make something happen.
He would have had to make it happen.
Yeah,
something happen.
Mansfield had that played well.
Yeah, they were in there covered up.
But it's going to fall incomplete. Now the Bobcats are going to have to punt the football away. And you got some cold fingers, a hard football. That football's got to be hard and cold.
Right.
And but the Bobcats, I think, will get that stuff ironed out.
And the thing about this game is, especially with the way that, Mansfield takes the ball down the field, we're already at 4 minutes, So Dumas, unless we get a turnover, Dumas may not touch the ball this quarter.
So they're going to return this punt near midfield, and they're going to move the ball down near the 41-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats. So Mansfield's going to take over with really good field position. 1st down and 10, 4:23 left to go here in the first quarter. Been kind of a quick quarter, and that's what you get when you run the ball a lot. And but Mansfield's going to get a second chance as the Bobcat defense made a big stand earlier. And Mansfield did likewise against Dumas with the help of a drop pass. And now it's Mansfield football, 1st down and 10. 41-yard line of the Bobcats. Wing T, everybody's in tight. Number 3's in motion, gets the handoff over the right side, looking for some running room, finds a seam, and he's going to gain the ball down near the, we'll see where they mark it, 35-yard line or so. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 after a gain of 5 yards.
Yeah, they're effectively working their offense, and just I tell you what, they don't make many mistakes. They hit their assignments.
So it is 2nd down and 5 for Mansfield. And now quarterback hands off into the backfield. Short gain there, maybe a gain of a yard or so. So it's going to bring up a quick 3rd down and 4 for Mansfield with 3:38 left to go in the first quarter. So 3rd down and 4. Cats made a big stop in this general area on 3rd down a while ago. So let's see if they've got another big stop on 3rd down in them here. They actually dropped the running back for a loss.
Man, look for that fullback. Unless we're in there clogged up, look for that fullback straight up the middle too.
Quarterback is going to hand off to the fullback, and he is going to dive near the 1st down marker. It's going to be
he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, I think it's going to be about a yard short. It's going to be a 4th down and 1 now.
Yeah, I can't, unless they do something different, I can't see him not giving it to 10 straight up the middle again.
Ball's at the 31-yard line, so I figure you're right. We'll probably see Burton.
Yeah, he's probably going straight up the middle with 10 again. I just can't see anything different.
So
the quarterback sneak, got to be wary of that too.
So the quarterback, everybody's in tight, wing T, fullback, and he's going to be stopped. And I don't think he's going to get it.
Man, I don't know who that made.
He was stopped in the backfield, and I believe it is going to be Dumas Bobcat football.
Dumas has come out to play tonight, man.
They're playing.
Dumas has come out to play football, man. They stopped that run. I don't know who was on the play right there, but, man, they were in there.
That was a big play. Now,
big play by Dumas.
Now, I'm showing on this roster – there's an Andrew Burton, Daniel Burton, Samuel Burton, Matthew Burton. Do they own this town, or is that a misprint on the roster? There's Burtons everywhere.
Hey, that's what it is.
You can't say Burton. You got to call the first name.
Right.
Big stop there for the Cats. 1st down and 10 now for Dumas. Walker with 2:36 left to go in the scoreless first quarter.
And I stand corrected. Dumas got the football back.
Dumas is going to throw a screen pass,
and
it's going to be incomplete again.
Ooh, a little high.
And, man, we have got to catch those passes, coaches. We have got to pull those down. You're not going to get too many chances.
Right.
We've got to catch that ball.
He was stretched out to try to catch that ball.
Man, it was a little bit high.
Stops the clock, 2:32. Yeah.
You hate to be a receiver and put in that position, man.
Especially when it's cold.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, no kidding. And I heard it was cold. Is that correct?
Oh, man. Tell me about it. And I've got on layers of clothes.
It is
thanks
cold.
to my stepdad, Shelby Slater, and these coveralls.
Screen pass,
quick pass
complete
out there.
over the left side this time.
Oh, is that a? Look like he pulled him down.
And he is going to be hauled down.
Oh, there's a flag.
And there's going to be a late flag. That may be a horse collar. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was a horse collar in the beginning, but it looks like something come after the play.
So we're going to see what's going on. It was a short game.
I don't know if somebody from their side touched one of our guys when he went out of bounds, or did we do anything?
But there is a flag on the play on the far sideline. It was right after the play, or right about the time the whistle blew, and we're going to let them get it sorted out. We got.
They called it again. What did they? Did he go both ways, or did he go against us?
They're backing us up, so I don't know what the call was. Like I said, we've got our backs to the officials making the official call, so we've got to watch really close. But that's a 15-yard penalty.
It's going against us,
and I don't know what the call was.
Only person that was in that vicinity was Henderson. So I don't know quite what happened, but that's not what we need after a big stop on fourth down.
That was a huge penalty there against the Bobcats. They're going to wind the clock. 2:22 left to go here in the first quarter.
Smart with it.
Quarterback's going to throw. He's going to throw
and it's high again.
He's throwing the ball high. He has got to finish his motion and throw the football.
And you got to wonder if it's cold. It's cold out, but it was cold last week, too. Though.
So it's going to bring up a third down and about 21, 22 yards for the Cats.
I don't know if it was colder last week or this week, considering we were in the box.
We were in the press box.
So I don't know. I really can't tell you. I just know it's cold.
So it is pretty cold tonight, and the stat man, Zach, is bumming my hand warmers. And
it's cold.
So third down and long now, about 21 yards for the Bobcats. Walker spreads everybody
should be a
out.
little screen.
He's going to drop back. He's going to
we
throw
got a screen. Oh,
and he slips down.
There was a screen to Vincent Corey.
Man, right now the Bobcats kind of falling apart on offense, and you cannot do that in this caliber of a football game.
Yeah, it's getting a little cold, McGraw. Yep. I might be calling the game here. I might be calling the game from the bus.
Well, now let me tell you what we decided to do. That bathroom down there is about 80 degrees.
Oh, man.
So we're going to take turns taking a break. There's three of us, so we'll just take turns. You get cold, go down there and thaw out.
Good punt.
So the Cats going to punt the ball away.
Yeah, took a bounce, little Mansfield bounce.
So it's going to be down at the 44-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats. That's where Mansfield's going to take over first down and 10. And they played a lot of football from that general area tonight.
Well, the good thing about broadcasting this game, me and Mr. Coach Grog say, there's nothing obstructing our view. We got a pretty good seat, McGraw. What do you think, man?
Best seat in the house.
Awesome seat right here at the 50-yard line. We're outside, but we can see everything. Man, how about this quarterfinals, Dumas versus Mansfield, 134, knotted at 0.
Knotted at 0 in the first quarter. First down and 10 now for the Tigers. Quarterback number 7, Strozier, and I hope I'm saying his name right.
That's close.
Close enough. It's the way it's spelled. So he's going to hand off once again right over the right side. He's going to keep it on the option. You're right.
Yeah, there's the option. And like I said, when you have all that motion of faking the fullback, you have number 3 swinging back for a toss, man, that's a lot to account for. And then you got to also remember, hey, even though somebody has keys on that play, hey, your eyes are moving, watching. And watching the wrong part of that play could get you in trouble.
And it just did.
Yeah.
For a big game for Mansfield.
Yeah, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Somebody was responsible for that quarterback.
Every play.
Yeah. And that's the first option we've seen tonight, I believe. But, boy, he ran it well that time, and it is going to be a big first down and 10 for Mansfield. We're down to a minute to go in the quarter. We're still scoreless. Mansfield on the move. One man in motion. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw. He has a receiver wide open.
Oh!
And that should have been picked by the Bobcats there.
They tried to catch us, tried to lull us to sleep.
So they're going to throw the ball incomplete. It's going to bring up a second down and 10. Stops the clock. 55 seconds left to go.
Yeah, but that was smart by them.
In the quarter.
They took their shot on first down just to keep us honest because, number one, we've been stopping and run pretty deep. You know, I say pretty deep. We stopped them twice. So I think that pass was more of trying to catch you off guard, but it was also more of, hey, you got to defend this too now rather than just our run.
So it is going to be second down and 10. And they're going to hand off over the right side.
Ooh, somebody came on the back of that guy's leg from Mansfield. That didn't look good.
Boy, he got up quick, and I was glad to see that.
70. Look Looked like 70. Somebody rode on the back of his. That's always a scary play up in there like that.
Gain of 4, 3rd down and 6 now for Mansfield. So 32 seconds left to go in the quarter. We are scoreless. And if you see the camera or your TV view shaking a little bit, it's because we had to sit up in the bleachers tonight.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice. So our camera's up here with us. So these Dumas fans get a little excited. They're probably going to stomp and move, and that's going to move our camera.
Oh, man, he pitched it just in time. You have to give Donald James a great – Donald James did a good play of playing the quarterback, but nobody was on the running back. And so, hey, that was ran to perfection. Can't run it no better than that.
Man, that is a big gain there for Mansfield, a big first down.
And we'll go to this will run us out and go to the second quarter.
So, boy, a quick first quarter. After one quarter is in the books here at Mansfield, it is the Dumas Bobcats 0, the Tigers of Mansfield 0, and it will be first down and 10 for Mansfield. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Now is a great time to get out and experience an outdoor adventure in the Arkansas Delta Byways region. From hiking to biking to water adventures, we've got them all. Bike, jog, or stroll across the Big River Crossing, the longest public pedestrian bridge across the Mississippi River. Do some fishing or kayaking on Lake Chico, the largest oxbow lake in North America. Explore the beginnings of Arkansas at Arkansas Post National Memorial. Visit deltabyways.com for more ideas.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
Brakes powered by Barriers to Value. Welcome to second quarter action. We are scoreless here in this playoff game in Mansfield. It is first down and 10 for the Tigers, and they've got the ball inside the red zone at the 16-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats as we get second quarter action underway. The Bobcats have had a couple of big defensive stands tonight. Need a big one here, no doubt, as Mansfield's going to come to the line with great field position.
Yeah, first and 10 at about the 16-yard line.
You know, I'm counting on the clock man a lot tonight to get the numbers right on the scoreboard because it's kind of hard to see the field. But that is correct, Coach. They are at the 16-yard line with the first down and 10. And best field position for Mansfield tonight. And inside the red zone of Dumas, we're underway, second quarter action. We got that first quarter in the books pretty quick. But that's what you get when both teams are running the ball as much as we've seen tonight. So first down and 10 for the Tigers. Quarterback puts a man in motion, and he is going to hand off to the fullback.
The quarterback has it.
Quarterback, that option, man, I'm telling you. But he's going to be stopped this time for no gain. So it was read well by everybody but me, and I missed that, and it's going to be a second down and 10, no gain on the play. So a big defensive stop there once again for the Bobcats. So it is second down.
And that time we played assignment football and everybody took their assignment.
Take your assignment. Now we see Mansfield split two receivers to the left side of the field. They've got one-on-one coverage on that far side. 20 goes into motion. The quarterback's going to keep.
Nothing there.
And he is going to get swallowed up there at the line of scrimmage and goes down. And it's going to be a third down and 10 now.
Man, the Dumas defense is playing pretty good right now.
Playing good football. Mm-hmm. Coach McGraw, what is that crunching sound?
That crunching sound is that bag of peanuts from Brangus.
All right, here's your mic knob if you need to crunch hard.
I'm sorry, I'll start flipping my mic up.
No, you're fine.
I'm just listening to you guys.
Man, you're fine. I'm just messing with you.
Third and 10.
Clock runs, 10:50 to go in the second quarter. We're scoreless, third down and 10.
Man, Dumas is playing good defense.
Man goes into motion,
quick toss
out.
Oh, a cutback, and that's too much on the cutback.
Man, he got a seam that time. He's going to get the first down inside.
Yeah. Did he get it? Oh, man.
Yeah, he's going to get it. It's going to be first and goal from the 5-yard line.
He stuck that foot in the ground and changed direction.
That's saying it right there, McGraw. Stuck his foot in the ground. That's what you hear on those plays like that, man.
So it's going to be a first and goal from the 5 for Mansfield. 10:35 left to go in the first quarter, and their stoppage of play. And they're going to measure this. So it's an official stoppage of play to measure to see if he got the first down.
And they've already switched the thing.
And if he did not get the first down, this could be big for the Cats, and it is going to be short. So it is going to be short, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now, that is huge because a big stop in the backfield like we've seen tonight a couple of times.
Right.
We're getting this football back, keeping them out of the end zone.
Yeah, right now Dumas has been successful on so far. You got to watch the football right here.
And we know they're not going to kick a field goal.
No, got to watch the football. I'm going to say fullback or quarterback sneak. Probably quarterback sneak. Tush push.
Yep,
Here
tush push. Everybody's in.
Yeah, tush push.
And they're going to get the first down inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That's almost indefensible, man.
First down and goal. Yeah, it's hard to defend against that. But you see who's getting up off the ground, number 68, who was in there as one of the main blockers, one of the key blockers. And that is a pretty good-sized young man, a good football player.
Right. Well, I tell you what.
He's listed at 5'11", but 285, so a pretty good-sized man there.
I tell you what, we don't want to get in that position again because they're pretty good with that.
They are. So it is first and goal from the 4 with 10 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Fullback. Oh, the toss.
The toss is going to go, and he's going to –
that guy there is good at getting in the gap. He really is, man.
And he's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown.
But you know what? I also think this too. I think we're paying a lot of attention to stopping the dive in the inside. That now it's opening up for the toss because the toss has been successful.
That's right.
A couple times and the option has been successful. I think we're paying more attention on the inside that now they're going to the outside. And that's what I'm seeing.
So we'll see. I'm sure they're going to line up and go for 2. We didn't see them kick any points after in the game last week. So they are going to line up and go for 2 with 9:59. And it is going to be a little toss into the backfield.
He dropped the football.
He's going to drop the ball, so the 2-point conversion is no good. And our score with 9:59 left to go in the second quarter is the Mansfield Tigers 6, Dumas Bobcats 0. That was a big stop right there on that 2-point conversion play. So the Bobcats now have simply got to answer. You've got to answer. That's the way this is going to work in this game tonight. You have got to answer.
And we've been good at especially in the last 3 games, we've been good at coming right back. If my memory serves me right, coming right back and scoring after big plays, in the playoffs so far. So let's see if that storyline continues. Do we bounce back and do we come back and score right back behind them? And with a game like this, with a game with Mansfield with a ball control offense, you got to score right here.
You have to score on this drive.
You can't give the ball back to Mansfield again because now it starts to get a ball control offense, and they're running the clock, man.
So after the touchdown, we await Mansfield to come kick the ball away to the Bobcats. Bobcats running right to left here in the second quarter, trailing by 6.
And hopefully we'll get what we got last week, a Raylan Spratt kickoff return.
Man, that'd be the way to get back in this football game.
But I can bet your bottom dollar they're not kicking it nowhere near him.
If I'm coaching,
I'm
saying you kick it to anybody but 5.
Hey, kick it to the sideline, take a penalty before you kick it to if they kick that ball back there, we're going to see.
And it was going to be a short squiggle.
It got to him, though.
But it got to Spratt anyway, and now he's going to look for a little seam, and he's going to fight his way, still on his feet, far sideline, and he's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line, so the Bobcats are going to take over with pretty good field position. So it is first down and 10 now for the Cats. But like you said, we've got to answer that touchdown.
It's a must. We have to answer right here. It is a must. You got to answer right here. If you don't, that's not good to give the ball right back to Mansfield.
So first down and 10 now for the Dumas Bobcats. Ball's at the 41-yard line of the Cats with 9:51 left to go here in the second quarter. Cats down 6-0. First down and 10, receiver split to either side of the field. Number 3's in the backfield with Walker. As the Bobcats come to the line, Walker looks things over. Spratt's in the slot on the left side. Walker takes a snap. He's going to hand off in the backfield.
Tylen Bell.
Bell's looking for a seam. Finds a little running room on second effort.
Helmet is off.
And he is going to move the ball up near the 45. We'll call it the 44. A gain of about 2. So it's going to bring up a second down and 8.
Yeah, most when I see that helmet comes off, there's a reason it came off.
Yeah, usually you were right.
So I was hoping that we would have saw a little laundry, 15 yards worth of laundry right then.
Nothing doing. A gain of 3, second down and 7 now for the Cats. Walker. And now
it
he's
looked like we jumped. They jumped, didn't he?
But they did not throw a flag. So Walker's going to.
Not surprised.
Yep. So Walker is going to take the snap. He's going to throw a screen, complete to number 1, and he is going to. Henderson's going to get the first down and moves the ball across midfield to the 45-yard line of Mansfield. First down and 10 for the Bobcats. So a big throw and catch there. We're inside the 9-minute mark, and the Bobcats are on the move. Ball's at the 45. Fresh set of downs. That's what we need. Keep the chains moving. Keep moving this football. See Spratt, the wide out on the left side. Henderson over on the far side, the right side. As Walker looks to the sideline, gets the play. Plenty of time on the play clock. Walker takes a snap. He's going to hand off in the backfield.
He ran into his own man.
He sure did. He just ran into his own man that time.
And you got to stay ahead of the chains, especially in a game like that. Looked like we were promising to get about 2 to 3 yards off of that, and he ran into his man, and it set us back just a little bit.
So it is going to be a second down and 10 now. That was Rashad Moore on the carry. The ball's at the 45-yard line with 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Cats trailing 6-0. So we're inside the 8-minute mark, 6-0 in favor of Mansfield. Walker spreads them out, takes a snap, hands off, and boy, he's just all
brought down quick.
Yeah, he brought down real quick after a gain of a yard.
Yep.
It's going to bring up a third down and long.
It's a big third down here. You don't want to give the ball back to Mansfield right here.
So third down and 9. And we see number 20 coming out of the football game, favoring his ankle just a little bit. That is the freshman, right?
Yeah, Kent Brown.
Wide out on the left side of the field, Raylan Spratt. As Walker looks things over. Play clock's down to 8 as he takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw, and he is going to throw.
Oh, man. Kilgore. Man, and it's cold out there. I'm be honest. You got to catch that.
It's going to hurt to catch the ball. You might as well catch it.
Yeah, I can only imagine catching that football out there.
Man, a couple of drop passes by Kilgore, and you wonder what would have happened if we had caught those passes.
You got to catch that, Kilgore.
But it is going to be a fourth down, a punting situation for the Bobcats. So the Cats going to have to punt the football away with 7 minutes to play here in the first half in Mansfield, Arkansas on a blustery, cold Friday night.
Blustery mean bad? Really cold?
Really cold, really cold. That's what it means. So the punt is going to take a Dumas roll, and it's going to be down inside, I believe inside the 10. So a good punt there
Looks
for
like
Dumas.
about the 6-yard line.
So they're going to mark it at the 6, first down and 10, 6:50 left to go in the second quarter. And, blustery, I don't know where I got that word, but it means cold. Really cold is what it means. So we're gonna go with that. Really cold is a little easier to say, so we'll just stick with that. But it is a cool – and you're right. You know, your fingers out there playing football, they got to be cold. They got to be hurt, and that ball's hard and cold.
I'm telling you, it's going to hurt to catch it. You might as well go ahead and catch it because it's going to hurt if you miss it too.
That's right. So –
got to hope for a turnover or something
deep.
Right here.
Quarterback's going to hand off over left tackle, and he's going to gain a yard or two. Not much. Going to show 2. Second down and 8 now. Clock runs. We're down to 6:40 to go in the half. Mansfield on top 6-0. So the Bobcats have got to get those hands. They got to have hot hands some way.
Man.
Yeah.
And catch this football.
The key thing right here is we can't let them score. Bobcats get the ball back at half, so a stop right here would be huge. You can't let them go down the field and score right here.
So it is second down and 8 for Mansfield.
Boy, they're eating that clock up.
They are pinned deep. One man goes into motion.
Quarterback's
going to keep, and he's going to be held to a short gain. It's going to bring up a third down and long. About 5, I believe. We'll see. He gained a couple more. So it is going to be a 3rd and 6 for Mansfield. We're inside the 6-minute mark here to go in the half. Third down for Mansfield. So this football field, this stadium is right on side of the highway.
Right
so
on side of Highway 71.
A lot of folks honking and waving as they go by. But they're not stopping and coming in. They're staying in those warm vehicles. I wonder what that's all about.
There's a toss.
Quarterback's going to do a toss over the left
and this
side.
Has been working all
Yeah, and
game.
it worked that time.
And the thing we got to worry about is I don't know if this is our strong side. We got to be aware of the toss this way, too, because that's 3 coming his way, and he's got some good speed to break away. But, they found something on the left side because that play has been successful every time. The quick toss to the left.
That's right, and a big gain there in the first fresh set of downs.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Well, there's laundry on the far side of the football field, so we're just going to hold the phone and see what's going on here on this flag. And it is going to be
personal
foul against Mansfield.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know what that's all about, but that is a huge penalty there.
Huge. That's 2 personal fouls, one on Dumas, one on Mansfield so far. This one is huge in favor of Dumas after Mansfield picked up a first down.
So
are they going to make it 1st and 20?
I don't know what the yeah, we got to wait on the ball marker.
They're going to keep it first down. They're just going to add the yardage.
They just add that. I don't understand that. I guess they got the first down.
And it was after
the first down,
right.
So that makes sense. So it's going to be 1st down and 10, but it backs them up 15 yards because the foul was obviously a dead ball after the play. So we got all that sorted out. It's 1st down and 10, yeah.
We wanted the first down back.
I wanted 1st and 25, not 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's just like starting over for them.
Clock runs, 5:20 left to go in the half. Mansfield on top 6-0. Motion man. And the quarterback is going to go down hard in the backfield, and he got stood up.
Man, he got hit.
He just dropped back at the 6-yard line where it will be
he's getting up slowly, man. He got hit.
Man, he got really knocked down hard.
Yeah.
A little bit slow to get up. And we're inside the 5-minute mark, 6-0, and it is second.
Yeah, he got hit.
And about 12 for Mansfield. So 2nd down and 12 for the Tigers. And at the Barry's True Value halftime show, we'll try to get some scores from some of the other playoff teams tonight.
2nd and 14.
There's the pick. There's that play again.
Same play.
He's got in the secondary. He's got in the secondary. He may be gone.
He's going to go. Nobody's going to catch him. He got in the secondary, and we didn't have any speed over there. And he is going to take it to the house.
Hey, man, that play to the left with the toss has been successful every time they ran it, man. They found something. They found something.
Yep, they found now they found one play that's working for them.
Everything else we're keyed in.
We've got to shut that down.
Man, what was that? Was that 80?
And that was
to the house.
Yeah, about 80 yards.
Oh man, you don't really think of Mansfield as breaking for 80 and running away from us. That's kind of
and that's what he just did.
He ran away from us.
So it is going to bring up a 2-point conversion attempt by Mansfield.
This is a huge 2-point conversion attempt.
This is huge. It's 12-0 at the moment.
That toss probably again.
And they are going to go out the middle.
They went with the – what is that, McGraw?
That's a counter.
Counter, okay.
He's going to get it.
Hey, when I don't know, I lean on McGraw. He knows. And I've been looking for that all night because they ran that.
Yeah.
They've set that up. I guess that's why it's called a counter.
Yeah.
They set it up from the pitch all night, and I've been looking for that play.
So the 2-point conversion is good with 4:21 left to go in the half. It is 14-0 in favor of the Mansfield Tigers. That one hurt.
Yeah, and what has to happen right there? We're still in good shape. We've defended them well. What we need the Cats to do right now is come back down the field and score fast, stop them, and we get the ball at halftime.
That's right.
That's what you got to have. You can't come out here with a quick 4 and out, 3 and out.
Yep, you've got. That's right. We have got to score on this possession. And we're behind 2 touchdowns. It is go time.
Yeah,
and we have got to score on this possession.
But I tell you what, if we can't get a score here, and when Mansfield gets the ball from now on, they're going to use the majority of the play clock.
They are. They're going to start. Yep, that's right.
From now on, that's what they're going to do.
So Mansfield will kick the football away to the Bobcats after the big, huge 80-something yard.
That's almost a 90 yard.
Yeah, I would have never predicted that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either, and that one stung. And now the Bobcats going to have to saddle up and get back in this football game.
Yeah, get there to the
short
football.
kickoff. You got to cover that. You got to cover it. Picks
Get
it up
there.
on the run. And he is going to go down, but the Bobcats are going to have possession, first down and 10. We have 4 minutes and some change left to go here. We got to move this ball down, and we've got to score. So we're going to see what the Cats can do here.
Got to get a score. We haven't been shut out since first games of the year.
That's right.
Early on, what was that, Monticello and Hamburg? Fordyce.
Fordyce.
Yeah, but we haven't been shut out in a minute in the first half.
Right.
So still a lot of ball game to play right here.
Oh, with our offense, 4:16 is plenty of time.
Plenty of time, especially with Raylan Spratt and Marcus Kilgore. I mean, we've had a couple drops that could have maybe went to distance.
You know, he's been off on his passing. He's been a little high on most of his passes.
Yeah, they looking.
But we've
for the
had
screen.
two.
You see him playing it? They played that screen. You see that?
Yep.
Man, they played that.
So he's going to get the pass
Oh!
complete. But,
Man.
boy, he's going to go down.
Hey,
No
did you
gain.
Did you see number 10 creeping out, and he was trying to already feel it? They read the play.
Oh, yeah.
They knew what was
They
coming.
knew exactly
read it
what
well.
was coming.
We're going to lose 2 on the play. It's going to be second down now and 12.
That's called preparation there, man. That guy was scooting, moving T-Shawn Henderson out of the way before the ball was snapped, waiting on the pass.
So second down.
Ooh, they've got 3 men over here counting for Spratt. How about that?
3 on Spratt. That means it's 1-on-1.
Kilgore over there. He's got 2 on Kilgore. Hey, man.
So now they're going to back the Bobcats up. I don't know what the flag was.
Not sure. Looked like a false start.
But that is going to be a big penalty against Dumas, 5-yard type. But still, boy, that backs us way up.
Yeah, and then with 2nd and 18, man, you don't want to give the ball back to them right here.
Man, because they have a hot hand on that one play. And you know if they get the ball back, we're going to see that play again.
And then we don't make any mistakes right here, man. No mistakes.
Walker's backed up in a hole a little bit here with a second down and about 18.
No mistakes, man. Be
so
smart.
So you got to be smart. You got to play.
Smart right here.
So Walker drops back, wants to throw, flushed out of the pocket. He's got to run, and he's going down after gain of 3 or 4.
Yeah, if we don't get nothing right here, we're giving the ball back to him.
And it's third down and long. He gained a couple, so it's going to be third down and about 15, I believe. So a gain of about 3.
And I've got a couple of scores. Salem 14, Rivercrest 0, Bismarck 14, Osceola 3.
Bismarck and Salem has been tough
Yeah,
all year.
they have.
Man. Anything on that Fordyce? I'm interested with them losing their quarterback.
Walker looks things over, third down and long for the Bobcats. Walker's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw deep.
Oh, he threw it short.
And he threw it to the. He threw
it.
There's
an interception.
He just threw
man.
He threw that ball up for grabs.
He threw it up. Oh, and there's a flag. It's coming back, but the interception will stand.
So he threw the ball up. It just hung up in the air like a dead duck, man. It just hung up there forever.
Yeah.
And boy, it was picked off. So the pick is going to count. There is going to be a flag on the far side of the football field. 2:20 left to go in the half. So once they get this ball spotted, now the Bobcats have got to keep them out of the end zone. We've got to figure out a way to keep them out of the end zone. So the interception is going to stand, and Mansfield, they're going to have the football. And it's going to be marked. Looks like at the 20, they haven't set the ball, 28-yard line, I believe, is where they're going to mark this ball. No, it's going to be the 24-yard line. I don't think that's right. I can't see the field.
It's at the...
It's about the 33, maybe.
33-yard line.
So they're going to pitch out over this way, and he is going to be up in it after a short gain, so it's going to bring up second down.
Stopped by Ronald Spratt.
We're nearing the 2-minute mark here in the half.
Ooh.
14-0 in favor of the Tigers. So the Tigers changing out a lot of personnel here. Clock runs. We're under 2 minutes. Boy, if we just make a stop, keep them out of the end zone, and we'll go into the locker room with a 2-point deficit. That's not the end of the world.
2 scores.
That's right. 2 scores. You're right. I think my brain's freezing.
There's a little
so it's going
out.
to be a toss out to number 10, and he's going to be held for a gain of a couple of more. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and
well, all I can say
third down and 4.
All I can say is be ready for the toss left to 20.
Yeah, I figure I see it coming.
Yeah, be ready for that. You got spread on that side, maybe. Toss left 23. But you still be ready for toss right 3.
Yeah,
man,
you got to be. That's right. You got to be
that
looking
dive with
either
that
way.
big fullback.
It's
that
3rd
clock
down
is ticking, man.
and 3. We're inside the 1 minute
Oh,
mark.
they're in motion and no penalty called. Yeah, well, we got a flag over
there's
here.
the flag. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to stop the clock with 55 seconds. 53. Now they're going to stop the clock. They're kind of working the clock over there a little bit after the whistle. About 5 seconds burned off. So it should be a motion, and it should back them up 5 yards, and you definitely want to do that. And so we're waiting on the official word as to what they're going to do. It's going to be a 4th down and about 3. But I thought that was a dead ball foul, but I guess they let the play continue. And it's going to be an illegal substitution.
They're calling it illegal shift.
So let's.
I'm sorry, when one guy's running and the other guy moves, that's motion.
Yep. So anyway, it's still a
5-yard
penalty. So it is going to be 3rd down now and 9. We're inside the 1 minute mark.
Beware of the pitch or the option.
Or a little pass.
Yep, they've got one receiver split wide to the left side of the football field.
Do not let them get this toss.
QB puts 23 in motion, and he gets it, but he goes down in the backfield
Martin,
this time.
Tim Martin dove out there, man.
He snuffed that out.
Man, that's incredible,
going to be huge, and it's going to be 4th down now and 14.
That's incredible,
for
man.
Mansfield.
He got to him fast.
30 seconds left to go.
He's got a motor.
Man, he dove out there and got that guy.
So it is now 4th down and long for Mansfield, and they're going to be content to let this clock run down. And they've got to snap the football. There's 2 seconds difference in the play clock and the game clock.
Yeah, they're going to just let it go.
So they're going to have to let it go. And
they're ready to go to halftime.
Yeah.
Get in that heated
room. But they've
room.
got to snap it once or take a penalty.
And they're going to take the penalty. Oh,
So
they called
they're
a
going to
timeout
call
with
a
1 second.
timeout with 1 second.
Yep.
And I don't know why they just take a knee unless they're going to try to.
Because you would hate to, hey, you throw this ball.
And turn it over.
And we pick it off and go to the house.
Yeah.
Bad mistake.
Yeah, I don't understand that play, but they have indeed called a timeout with 1 second, leading the Bobcats 14-0. And so we've gleaned a few scores, or you guys have.
Man, it's cold.
So what we're going to do when we take our break, coaches, one of y'all take a warm-up break.
I'm good. I'm going to put on
Well, then
another
I tell you
shirt.
what, I'm going to let y'all have halftime,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go down there and warm up.
Man, I'm going to put on another shirt.
Give me a hot chocolate.
Just don't be gone the entire halftime because I'm right
All
behind you.
right, well, I'll try to just go down there and warm up real
Hey,
quick.
We're just going to tell you, hey, all you listeners out there, the score is 14-0. We'll see you in the third.
Hey, but we do have Monticello 7, Batesville Southside 7.
So the way I had this figured, what we could, because that bathroom's like 80 degrees.
Is it really?
So we could just put that camera on pan.
Yeah.
And we can just go in there and watch it on our phones, and we can call it on another phone and get this done.
Man.
So Mansfield's going to drop back.
They're
They
gonna
want to
throw
throw, and the quarterback's going to unload,
Oh.
and it is going to be picked. And that is going to be the end of the first half of play, but good defense there. Number 1 for the Bobcats. Henderson's going to pick it off, and that's going to take us to the halftime show with a halftime score here in Game 3 of these 3A playoffs for the Bobcats and the Tigers. And it is the Mansfield Tigers 14, your Dumas Bobcats 0. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the Barriers to Value of Dumas halftime show.
Craving pizza? Big Benjo Pizza in Dumas has just what you're looking for. Open 7 days a week for dine-in, takeout, and drive-through. Big Benjo Pizza also has a low-carb keto cauliflower crust in addition to your classic homemade pizza. They also have barbecue, supreme, taco, and chicken bacon ranch specialty pizzas, along with hot wings, spaghetti, and salad. Hometown service and a Dumas staple. Big Benjo Pizza. Call 382-2880 to place your order. Big Benjo Pizza, 720 Highway 65 in Dumas.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
DePaul Community Health Centers in Dumas and Gould provide excellent, compassionate health care services to children and adults in the community. The health center's medical, dental, and women's health services, including a wellness center, focus on addressing the needs of the individual. For more than 30 years, they have proudly served the people of the Delta and always put your total health first. Call DePaul Community Health Centers today for your medical or dental needs. DePaul Community Health Center at 870-382-3080. Go Bobcats.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business, or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
Bob's Tire Service Station in Dumas is celebrating over 50 years of full service at the same location for their customers the old-fashioned way, and they're ready to service all your tire needs. Bob's Tire Service Station carries a variety of tires, including all major brands from the smallest of lawnmower tires to the largest of tractor and combine tires, and has 2 service trucks to help you out of your next jam. Call Bob's Tire Service Station at 870-382-BOBS or at 870-382-4868. Bob's Tire and Full Service Station at 205 South Main Street in Dumas.
Welcome to the Berries to Value halftime show tonight, live from Mansfield, Arkansas, up in the western part of the state. And the halftime score is the Mansfield Tigers 14 and our Dumas Bobcats 0. And the big story is 2 big runs, really, by Mansfield. They've just haven't just just worked us over, but they've had a couple of big plays that they were able to score on. And the Bobcats have had a couple of drop passes that have prevented us from scoring and are potentially scoring. So a few mistakes there by the Bobcats, but Mansfield's playing really solid football. They're playing their game plan. They're running the ball, and they're running it well against Dumas. Now, we've defended it pretty good. We've held them to 2 touchdowns, but they've had those 2 big plays, and that's been kind of the difference in this football game. Now, the Cats will get the ball back to begin third quarter action, and I think it's just imperative that we take that opening drive and, put a drive together and score and crawl back in this football game. It is a cold Friday night, and I think when you run the ball, you can run the ball in the cold weather. Throwing the ball like Dumas is going to do, that ball's hard, and it's cold, and your hands are cold and numb, and you got to catch that football, and it hurts. So I think the advantage on a running team, they get a little advantage there. But we've got to use those weapons tonight that we have, those receivers, and we've got to get some big plays going here and get back in this football game. But I think it's pretty imperative we take this opening drive in the third quarter and march this ball down the field and put some points on the scoreboard, because if we don't, Mansfield's going to get the ball back. Then they're going to start working that clock, and they don't want to. They don't care if they beat Dumas by 5 touchdowns. They want to stay ahead and burn that clock, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to start working that clock.
Yeah, they'll win by half a point.
Yeah, they don't mind, as long as they can stay ahead. So the Bobcats are going to have to make some big stops on defense as well. But a lot of work to do for the Cats, but they played a pretty good first half here tonight on the road. And like I said, a couple of big plays for Mansfield. And like you said, that 180-something yard run, you just don't expect to see that against Dumas.
There's no one that could have said that would have happened.
I don't think anybody would have seen that coming. But that was a big touchdown run there on just a well-executed play by Mansfield and a missed tackle by the Bobcats. But Dumas has the weapons. They have the game plan to get back in this football game. But we are going to have to make it happen here in the third quarter, and I think we need to make it happen on that first possession because there's a little spark of, a momentum there for Mansfield, and they are at home. And so we have got to play hard-nosed football here going into the third quarter. Now, the winner of this game tonight will either play
Rivercrest or Salem.
Yep, Salem or Rivercrest. And I had Rivercrest, but I think they haven't scored a touchdown tonight against Salem. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, the last one. McGraw said it was 14-0 Salem.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So, anything can go in these playoffs. And all the teams that are here earn the right to be here. So they all have the potential of having a big football game. So, we'll wait and see how that turns out. But we've got a lot of football here to play tonight on this cold Friday night up in North Arkansas. And road tripping tonight. Have you got a big, huge road trip after the game, or are you just going back to Dumas?
Well, I'll be honest. We have no road trip tonight. I just got to go back to Dumas, but that's enough.
That's enough. But I thought maybe you was going to say I'm going to take a nap and go to Missouri.
No. Last week, I'm going to be honest with you. We did leave Glen Rose, and I drove 3 hours last week, and we drove to Harrison.
Right.
Girls had to play in the Bergman tournament where they did well. So, that was a tough 3 hours. This week, got to give thanks to our superintendent, Dr. Camille Sterrett. She tag teamed everybody this week. That meant from dance to football to cheer dance. I got a tag team driver with me. So
good.
I drove up here, and then I got my guy Tank. He's going to drive back. So she has on every bus, there's 2 drivers, so that if one gets tired, hey,
That's
man,
right.
I'm tired, you take over.
There you go.
So, man, it makes me feel real good to know that I'm not driving
Absolutely.
back. And if I did have to drive for him, if he gets tired, it's 2 of us.
That's right.
So.
And I have Statman Zach with me tonight, and he's going to we're doing the same. I drove up here, and he's going to have the honors of driving back. So, but you're right. It's a pretty good road trip back home, and it's not a terrible drive. It's just a long drive, and that's the problem. So I think somebody is going to wreck out here. No, McGraw's going to make it.
I'm going to make it. I tell you what, there's more people in that men's restroom right now than there is in the bleachers.
Oh, they found the secret, man, and it's warm in
87
there.
degrees in there, and y'all just about lost me.
So, you got to go thaw out a little bit, and I'm surprised that we haven't lost some of our camera crew over here.
Oh, man.
I'm sure y'all talked about this, but basically the difference in this ball game right now, 2 missed assignments.
That's exactly right. You're right, and I think everybody realizes that the 14-0 score is not indicative that Dumas just is not playing good football tonight.
No.
It's just, like you said, a couple of missed assignments, a couple of drop passes on offense for the Bobcats, and but coulda, shoulda, woulda, and in the playoffs more especially, you can't let that happen.
Well, the thing I have to say is, like you say, they made 2 good plays. They had the big run, and then they scored. But one thing I have to give Mansfield credit for tonight so far is we missed a couple passes here and there. But, man, they've taken away our big play capabilities.
They have.
We've had Marcus Kilgore missed one that we would love to have back. But other than that, anything thrown long, they're ready. They're starting to get pressure on our quarterback.
They're right.
And he's starting to have to go up the middle. And so I think that's what they've noticed is, look, if we put a little pressure on the quarterback, then those routes, we take away the short routes. They've taken away our big play capabilities so far.
Absolutely have.
I mean, so it's going to be big. How do we adjust?
So we're going to come out in the third quarter with the football, so we've got to do something with it. We've got to put a drive together because you can't wait till next week anymore. It's all on the line tonight. So
win or go home.
That's right. So we've driven a long ways, and so let's put this drive together. And we know we're capable of doing that. So I'm not as concerned.
We have played really good football in the second half the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, we have. We sure have. We owned the third quarter of the last couple of games, and so and that is big. And let's see if we can make that happen tonight.
And the thing, like I said, even though with the big play capabilities, even in games we played earlier when we got beat, even if the Monticello's and Amberg, we still made some big plays.
We did,
but we haven't made a big play yet. I mean, nothing.
That's right. We've not had the big play.
Do you recall anything big that we made? I don't think we made a big play yet.
I think an 8-yard run is our biggest play of the game so far.
So, and we have got, we know what we're capable of doing. We know what we've seen a lot.
And that defense is only, as Coach McGraw mentioned earlier, they only give up 15 points a game.
Yep,
so,
that's right.
And they played a high-octane offense last week in Newport who only scored 14.
That's right.
So they're accustomed to playing against teams that have big play capability. And tonight so far, I don't know what it is. They have our number, but I think Coach Lovelady and staff are going to go in there and adjust. And we just got to take what they give us and try to get down the field and make something happen.
That's absolutely right. Getting some messages from some viewers and listeners. And John Rogers, who did radio with me for a few years, is he's tightening us up a little bit there, giving us a hard time. But he's not near as cold as we are, so I don't know how that works.
Fire up the grill, and we'll be there about 4 o'clock in the morning.
The meeting, warm the meeting place up. That's right.
At his place.
That's right. We'll come rolling in about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, man, I may sleep all day.
Man, that's right. There you go, man. It's going to be a long little road trip, but it's not bad, and it's fun to follow these young men around and watch them play football, support them, and boy, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Right.
And I've been at work for a couple of days, been anticipating this football game, making deals with some of the guys at work to make sure I got out of there on time this morning, and so now I got to pay all those deals I made back, but that's all right.
I'll tell you what, I prepped all morning because I ate so much yesterday.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I hear you. It was a great Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Now, I do want to say that I want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors. And, man, without the sponsors, we couldn't get on the air. And they've been with us through thick and thin. And these are some really good businesses. And I am going to grab the sponsorship page, and because I don't know how many more chances I'm going to get. But I am going to say a big thank you one time to our sponsors who have been with us in the regular season and now in postseason play, and they've stuck with us, and we appreciate that. But Amelia Boney and her crew at H&R Block, Inks and Threads, the Weatherford family, Farm Bureau, Bubba Hudson and his crew there, Farm Bureau Insurance in Dumas, Big Banjo Pizza in Dumas, Barry's True Value, who is sponsoring the halftime show tonight, Bob's Tire Road Service, and a bunch of great folks down on Main Street. Sonny Gilly and crew, Southeast Pest Control. Dumas Seed Cleaners, the guys there in downtown Dumas as well. Sweet. DePaul Community Health Centers, Pops Car Wash, Dwight and Linda Lambert. Murchison Farmers Bank, First Natural State Bank of Dumas. Pickens Store and Restaurant. And we had pretty good breakfast out there. The other
I'm not
Saturday.
going to make it tomorrow, Rick.
Yeah, I'll not. Oh yeah, Kim, we won't be at Pickens in the morning. Sorry. Yeah, rain check. ASC Property Management, man, a big supporter of Dumas, the entire city of Dumas forever. Dumas Family Pharmacy, Delta Memorial Hospital, Delta Health Services, and Metters Pharmacy. Now, some big news is Dumas Family Pharmacy and Metters Pharmacy are now merged into one. So we're really thrilled that Mr. Bill at Metters Pharmacy was able to.
60 years.
Yeah, wow. We're glad that he was able to retire, but we're going to miss him. And we're going to miss Metters Pharmacy, and I hope somebody comes up in there and keeps making those tuna fish sandwiches.
Yes,
and but Dumas Family Pharmacy and Metters Pharmacy has merged, and congratulations to Cheryl and Cheryl Stimson, and one of our big supporters here as well. And she's one of those customers that I actually will call before the season and say, she told me, she said, now don't forget, come hook us up with some advertising, because we appreciate the program and we appreciate the opportunity to advertise. But our sponsors are great, and man, we were glad to have them on board, and we've got plenty of room for plenty more next year or next week, whatever the case may be. But we really appreciate our sponsors. We have a lot of listeners, a lot of people that tune in, and they give us some input. We get a lot of input from folks like Clay Coburn and May Margaret, and now John, and we appreciate that. We appreciate the input because, like John, he's been in the business, so when he gives us some information, it's usually pertinent to what we're doing, and we appreciate that. And then I want to give a big shout out to we have a listener that works for the University of Arkansas up in Fayetteville, and he watches these games every week, and he's even bought the Bobcat shirts, and he and his wife, and so they're watching tonight. The Massinellis, we appreciate you, Randy, and your family for tuning in, and we're glad you're feeling better, and we appreciate your support. Way up there on the hill in Fayetteville, or actually from here, not way up on the hill, just kind of up the road.
We've got someone watching from Texas.
There you go.
My cousin Shay.
Awesome.
And my cousin Jay. They're twins. They were graduates of Dumas.
And
then my sister in Russellville and my family at home watching from home. But I've got some scores. Halftime, Salem 20, Rivercrest nothing.
Wow.
And that's kind of a shocker. Fordyce and Boonville are tied at 20.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can't remember who Osceola was playing, but they're down.
They're playing Bismarck.
Yep.
So a couple of games there, nobody expected Fordyce without their quarterback to be able to stay with Boonville, and they're 20-20. If you look on Fearless Friday, which I do it for the amusement, nobody's picked Salem to beat Rivercrest because Rivercrest is
Rivercrest.
They're Rivercrest.
Right.
Rivercrest, man.
They're down 20-0 right now, and so
that's crazy.
Yep.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. One thing we need to happen is the Dumas Bobcats to score a couple of quick touchdowns to get back in this football game. Can't give up anything else, man. 14-0 is the halftime score in favor of the Tigers. And, man, it has been a good year, fellas.
Man,
and
best one ever doing it.
Has been,
so far, I've been doing this.
It's been great. And adding old McGraw here, I think, was a pretty good idea.
Oh, man, awesome idea.
So, but I appreciate you guys and appreciate you being on board. And Scott Seiler back at the radio station who runs the show from behind the scenes, and we appreciate him and all the support we get. And but most of all, we appreciate you, the listeners and the viewers. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that, and it means a lot. And so, you take your Friday nights, and when you can't come out to the football game, you tune in, and we appreciate that very much. And we try to do our best to let you know what's going on the football field. You are listening to the Barry's True Value halftime show. We're about to wrap our halftime show up, so we're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and we're going to take these hand warmers away from Coach McGraw. I think we can do it, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Stick around.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery, yours. Learn more at baptist-health.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Inks and Threads of Dumas is your printing headquarters. T-shirts, banners, caps, bags, athletic wear, and more. Inks and Threads is your one-stop shop for screen printing, monogramming, and personalization. If you need something to wear to support your favorite team, Inks and Threads has the perfect T-shirt, sweatshirt, or jersey just for you. Whether you wear purple and gold, blue, green, or razorback red, they have you covered. And hunting season is right around the corner, and they can also outfit your family and hunting club. Open Monday through Saturday in the front lobby of Southern Starch Dry Cleaners at 720 Metter Drive in Dumas. Inks and Threads makes it personal.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Many surrounding hospitals no longer deliver babies, but Delta Memorial Hospital in Dumas does. Our Delta to Deliver program includes free gifts for mom and baby. We have large, comfortable labor and delivery suites, and we offer personal one-on-one care throughout your delivery with prenatal care on site and at our Delta Health Services. Choose Delta Memorial Hospital for safe, convenient care for you and your baby. Delta Memorial Hospital, care for you close to home.
And welcome back, as that's going to pretty much wrap up the Berry's True Value halftime show as the clock is set for third quarter action. And we see the Tigers of Mansfield on the football field warming up, still waiting on the Dumas Bobcats. Now here they come. And I was telling the guys, I'm not cold anymore. Is that a bad thing? I've always heard when you're so cold.
I don't know who got me the hot chocolate, but I love them. Because that warmed up the inside.
Yeah, that hot chocolate got me too.
It got me
Feels good.
Yeah, so Zach hooked us up on some hot chocolate there. And
thank you, Zach.
Appreciate it, Zach.
He's good for something. And But we're just about ready for third quarter action here, and the Bobcats will get the football to begin third quarter. And it's pretty elementary what Dumas, I believe, is going to have to do here is put a drive together. Mm-hmm. And we don't necessarily have to see a big play early in the game, but we do need to see a solid drive that ends in a score. I think to stay in this football game, that's imperative. So we're going to have to make that happen. So we'll see what the Cats can do. But so, coaches, y'all tell me, y'all been in the locker room situation, especially you, Coach McGraw. So the kids are on the football field. It's cold. They play a half of football. They go into the locker room. How does that affect them? Does it rejuvenate them, or can it stiffen you up a little bit? How does that work?
If they're worried about the cold, you're in trouble. We just got to tell the guys you got to focus and play football.
Yeah.
We're basing, I'd tell them, look, two missed assignments is why we're down 14-0.
That's right.
So let's go out, do our assignments, take care of business, and play some. Score some points.
That's right. You always say, give it all you've got tonight. You can rest or sleep tomorrow. I guess tonight, give it all you have, and you can go warm up tomorrow and stay in bed all day.
I will crank the heat up on the bus, and you'll be toasty all the way home.
And they'll be napping. That's right. So.
And then you just got to tell them, man, hey, we've got to, you practice all week, and it's always a great thing to practice on Thanksgiving week. So you got to tell those guys, listen, hey, we went over everything that we need to go over and practice this week. Hey, they had a better first half. They won the first half. You got to come out on this first drive. We got to execute everything. We got to come out and score. The main thing is there is no 14-point touchdown right now.
That's
so
correct.
You got to chip away. You got to come out here, score 6, kick the field goal, score 7, and be down to 1 touchdown, and then let's get a stop. It's got to be score, stop, score. That's got to be what you tell them.
Right.
You got to come out here, and you got to come and execute this. There are no do-overs. This is one and done. This is win or go home. You can't come out here and have a missed assignment, a missed play, a mixed read. You can't do it. It's unacceptable right now in the second half if you want to get back in the football game.
Now, we've seen the Dumas Bobcats own the third quarter a couple of times this year, late in this season, even in the playoffs.
Yep.
So we need to see the Bobcats own the third quarter tonight.
Got to.
And that seems to be one of our better quarters is coming out of that locker room on fire.
It's got to be one tonight.
So tonight it has to be. So we're going to find out. We're just about ready for the Mansfield Tigers to kick this football away to the Dumas Bobcats to get underway here in the third quarter.
Right.
So
this is the possession of the game for the Dumas Bobcats, because if you don't put any points on the board right here, what was that game we watched earlier this year? Was it Barden? They're going to bleed that clock to death.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now.
They're going to burn the clock like they haven't done before.
Yeah, you thought so. That's what they're going to do. So it's very important that we score right here. We got to score. It's do or die right now.
So we're just about ready for the kickoff by Mansfield, and the Bobcats here, we need to get some good field position and get this drive put together. So we're just about ready to get underway here. And I've already mentioned it once, but it's, we've been to some schools like Star City where we're sitting right on top of the football field.
Yeah.
We're a mile away from the action.
It's out there a little bit.
It's way out there. But we still got a good bird's eye view, good seats and all that, not a problem.
And we can see good now.
But we can definitely see good, but it's just these fields and these stadiums are all built a little different.
And I tell you what, there's nothing really stopping you other than that rail. You don't want to take a tumble down there.
That is true. That is true. It's going to be a high kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So it's a good start for the Bobcats.
Yeah,
We're going to get good field position.
Yeah, they'll take that rather than, give Raylan Spratt a chance to be a spark.
Yeah, so take that and see what we're going to do here. But that, the Bobcats should get good field position. And now just put your drive together, put your game plan together, and let's get ready to play some serious football here. So they're going to spot the ball where it went out of bounds, and it is going to be first down and 10 for the Bobcats at the 39-yard line of Dumas as we are underway here in the third quarter. Walker brings his team to the set. We've got that quad bunch to the left, 4 receivers, and first time we've seen that tonight. And it's going to be a screen pass complete. This time looking for running room upfield, needing a block, couldn't get it, and he's going to lose a couple.
Man, they've scouted us well.
So we're going to lose a yard, maybe 2. It's going to bring up second down and long for the Dumas Bobcats. And with those 4 receivers out there, those other 3 receivers, you think you could get the blocks you need to clean the clear the road.
They basically had 5.
That's right.
Let me ask you this: I was putting the cover over me. Did we do the 4 diamond?
We did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did the 4
That's
diamond.
What I was curious of.
So it is going to be second down and long, just underway. Third quarter action. Cats down 14-0, and needing to put a drive together here. Now we're going to have 1 receiver split wide to the left. Quarterback's going to throw a screen. It is going to be dropped,
man.
I think. Maybe he caught it, but it's going to be a short game.
He dropped just as he caught it. So as he's dropping as he caught it, there's no chance to gain anything.
So that's right. So it is going to be third down and long now for the Dumas Bobcats. Third down and 9. The ball is going to be spotted at the 40-yard line of Dumas. So this is a big third down play for the Bobcats. Boy, going 3 and out is something we just couldn't afford to do. And we've got to figure out a way to get these 9 yards here. And you're right, they have scouted Dumas well. They've defended Dumas well tonight so far. Walker looking to pass. He's going to throw to the sideline, and he's going to throw the ball out of bounds. And, man, we're going to see a collision with the bench.
Man.
And that's going to be incomplete, and that's going to bring up the punt
dangerous the
team.
way that field drops off right there.
Yes.
God, man.
So it is going to be fourth down, and the Cats are going to go 3 and out and have to punt the football away. Not what we needed, not the way we needed to start.
Yeah, that's not what you need with the ball control offense that Rivercrest has, man. You can best believe they're going to run if it's 20, what is it, 25 on the play clock?
Yeah.
They're going to run 24 and a half
That's right.
off.
So we're going to punt the football away, and, that's just good defense there. Now a high snap, and he's going to have to pull it down and run.
And he may make it.
And he's got a little running room if he can get a block, and he is going to get the first down. And I don't see any laundry on the field.
Man, that's great play by Raylan Spratt off a high snap. Man, we needed a little bit of something.
We got it the way that we didn't expect to get it, but it's a first down and 10 for the Bobcats. Stops the clock, 10:26 to move the chains.
That tells you how dangerous that guy is. You get him the ball in space.
The ball's up at the 49-yard line. First down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats. As the Cats offense comes back to the line with a fresh set of downs and a fresh spark here.
Yeah, fresh spark
in the third quarter. So we see Henderson dropping the slot on the right side of the field. Handoff is going. It's going to fake the handoff. Screen pass over the far side. Gets into the secondary. Kilgore's on his feet.
Oh, man,
and he is going to step
gone.
out of bounds somewhere around the 25-yard line.
That's the spark that Dumas needed right there.
Marcus Kilgore on the reception and a good run after the catch.
Oh, there's a flag
There's going to be
now.
a flag. So let's get this penalty sorted. And you hate to see flags away from the play and stuff like that, but that's exactly what we have is a flag away from the play. And, you know, not – anyway.
Are they ineligible man downfield?
I think I haven't, like I said, we're watching the backs of the officials.
He said ineligible man downfield.
So,
man.
Little nitpick call there, but it's going to back us up. We're going to repeat the down. It's going to be first down now. And 15. So first down and 15 for the Cats. That's all right. We still have the football. And we're still on the move. We still have a first down. So we're going to see that quad. What is the 4 down?
Diamond.
Out on the right side of the field.
And 2 covering Spratt over here.
So quarterback's going to throw a screen over to that side, but he's going to find the block he needs and gets the first down as he is going to move the ball across the 45 down to the 40, and he's going to be hauled down at the 39-yard line. First down and 10, Dumas. I believe that was Henderson on the reception.
I thought it was Deshaun Nora, but
that was T-Shawn Henderson.
Oh, that was Henderson.
Yeah, it was Henderson on the reception.
My bad, T-Shawn.
So it is going to be a first down and 10 for the Cats. So the Cats are holding it together here on this drive. They've moved the ball inside Tiger territory at the 39-yard line with a fresh set of downs and 10 minutes to play in the third quarter, trailing 14-0. It is going to be complete to Spratt. And he is going to fight his way for a gain of about 4, and he's going to fumble the football. But they're going to say he was down. And it is going to be a second down. It should be second down and 5. We'll wait on the spot.
What they call? I know they ain't finna give him the ball.
No, I don't. The ground can't call a fumble, so he hit the ground, and they're going to put the ball in play. So it is going to be second down for the Cats.
I tell you what, this crew's not supposed to be from this area.
So it is a gain of 6, second down and 4 for Dumas. Now, we have moved the ball well on some sloppy plays, but it's working, and we're moving the ball, and we just got to keep moving it. So second down and 4. Quarterback's going to hand off out of the backfield, finds a little seam. Boy, he gets stood up, but he's going to gain about 3. And there's a – so it is going to be – he's going to be close to a first down. I think it's going to be a yard or 2 short. Wait on the spot. Crowd won't lead hit, but it's going to be a third down and 2 now for Dumas. Clock runs, 9:33 left to go in the third quarter. Cats trail 14-0. So third down and 2 for the Dumas Bobcats. Walker looks things over, takes a snap, hands off, and he is going to fight his way, and he is going to get the first down on second effort. And that is going to be Rashad Nora on the carry, Rashad Moore, excuse me. And Moore's going to get another fresh set of downs, first down and 10. And the Bobcats are having a good third quarter thus far. 9:03 left to go in the third. And another first down and 10 for the Cats. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line of the Tigers of Mansfield. Walker brings his team to set, takes a snap, screen pass.
Play a stop.
Now they're going to have stoppage of play.
Freshman moved his feet.
So we're going to have motion penalty. It's going to back the Cats up 5 yards. We had that little screen pass out to Spratt, and I liked it, man. I thought he had a little running room, but it's going to back us up 5 yards, first down and 15. 8:40, clock runs here in the third. 14-0 in favor of Mansfield. Walker's going to hand off this time to number 11, and he is going to break a couple of tackles, and he's going to move the ball well. Big gain there, Nora on the carry. And it is going to bring up now. Boy, that's a big gain there.
Second and 4.
It's going to bring up a second down and 4 for Dumas from the 23-yard line of Mansfield. This is the drive I've been hoping for. We just got to finish. Walker, handoff, nothing doing there. He runs into a red brick wall, and he is going to lose a yard or two. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 now for the Cats. So that play was a little bit slow to develop, nothing going on there, and it's a 3rd down. 7:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. No scoring in the 3rd quarter. That was all done in the first half so far by Mansfield, 14-0 in favor of the Tigers. Cats on the move here, 3rd down and 5. Walker drops back looking to throw. He's going to step up, and he is going to unload.
We should have ran it.
And he had.
I forgot. My bad. I'm on the radio.
He had
I'm hollering. My bad, bro.
There was nothing but brown grass in front of him.
I'm thinking that I'm just
tuck it and run.
My bad. I think I'm just watching the game. I thought he was going to take off, man.
Can't help but be a fan.
God. That's
so
first down
it's going to bring up
off.
it's going to be a 4th down now.
Easily gets the first down.
And 5. So 4th down and 5. And he threw the ball errantly. And like I said, if he had ran it, he would have gotten the first down. But he's got another chance here, 4th down and 5. The Cats have had a sloppy series, but they moved the ball well. Let's see if they've got one more play in them here with 4th and 5. Walker drops back, looking to throw. He's got a receiver, and it is going to be
push off.
incomplete.
No flag. They pushed off and no flag.
No flag on the play, and that ball's going over on down. So they're going to let them play football here tonight. They're going to play football here tonight, and it is going to be 1st down and 10. So the Bobcats' offensive drive falters. Man, they were moving the ball well and using the clock wisely. But nothing doing there, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Mansfield. Now you just got to put that behind you. You got to make a stop and get this football back. Don't let them score. Just get the ball back. Plenty of time.
It's a good thing I'm not coaching anymore, because I'd probably give that guy an earful.
Yeah, you'd have got tossed and been up here with us anyway.
No, I'd been on the bus with the heater going.
I hear you. So 1st down and 10 now for Mansfield, and they're going to run the ball right over right tackle, and it's going to be a short gain. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Clock runs, 7 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. There's been no scoring here in the 3rd quarter. All that was taken care of by Mansfield in the first half, and they lead 14-0. So it is 2nd down and 9 for the Mansfield Tigers. As quarterback Stozier is going to pitch out over the left side. And
he pushed him in the back. He pushed Tim Martin in the back.
And it is going to be short of a first. Well, we'll see where they spot the football. He's going to be close. And so he is going to move the ball. It's going to be 3rd down and about a yard. So the ball's going to be spotted somewhere around the 33. Yeah, they're letting them play football in this game. I can tell you that right now. It better be blatant, or they're going to let them play. So 3rd down and a yard. And fullback out of the backfield. He's going to be stood up for no gain. I don't think he got it. So it's going to bring up 4th down and a yard. Now Bobcats are going to get a flag. And I don't know. That was pretty they're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct or whatever. They're going to say he pushed after the whistle. And they're going to mark that off against the Bobcats. And
he still hadn't signaled anything.
Yeah, but he's pointed in the wrong direction for this to not be against Dumas. Well, we'll see. But we're going to wait and get this sorted out. But, yeah,
and there
they go. They're going up towards midfield. And that is wow. Was that more than 15 yards?
It looked like it.
Didn't know there was a more than 15-yard penalty, but they're going to move the ball up to the 49-yard line where Mansfield's going to have a 1st down and 10. So they're letting them play sometimes, but sometimes they're not. So a 1st down and 10 now with 5:55 as the quarterback, number 7, puts one man into motion, pitch out over the left side, and a pretty good collision after a gain of about a yard. He's going to move the ball up to midfield where it will be 2nd down. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 now for the Tigers. The ball's just across the midfield stripe into Dumas territory with 5 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the third quarter of play. So 5:16, clock runs. Second down and 8 for Mansfield. The ball's just across the midfield stripe at the 49-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats. Quarterback puts a man into motion, and he is going to have the pitch out in the backfield, a missed tackle there, but the pursuit remains, and they're going to haul him down at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up third down and long. Good pursuit, and they got him moving left to right instead of straight up field, and they were able to contain, make a tackle, and it's third down now with 4:44 left to go here in the quarter.
We had a defender trailing, so he couldn't just make that cut. He had to try to reach the sideline, and we stretched him out, made the play.
So it is third down and long, third down and 8 now for Mansfield. So third down and 8 for the Tigers. The ball's just across the midfield stripe into Dumas territory. And
it's a little misdirection of 23.
And he's gone to the house. And that is bad news for the Bobcats there.
Yeah, that number 23 has been bad news.
I'll tell you what, the counter has given us fits all year.
Yep, we've not been able to handle it tonight for sure. And we're going to see once again Burton, one of the Burton boys, into the end zone. Daniel, I do believe, for the Mansfield touchdown. As they're going to line up, I assume, and go for 2. Boy, that's huge there.
I have to say, man, that was spreading behind, man. 23 is fast.
Yeah. He is quick.
23's got some wheels.
Yes, he really does.
So Barton's going to line up and go for 2 after the after the Mansfield touchdown.
And
there's going to be flags everywhere.
False start.
And it is indeed a false start penalty against Mansfield. So that's going to back them up, and they're going to try the 2-point conversion again. But, boy, that touchdown did some damage. That was hard on the Bobcat faithful there. That took a lot of air and wind out of the sails of the Dumas fans here tonight. Still a lot of time left, but, boy, 20-0 is a big deficit against Mansfield, the way they've been running the football and using the clock into their favor.
The next possession, we have definitely got to go
down
and score.
Now. No doubt you've got to score and get back in the game.
The way they're controlling the clock, if we don't go down and score, we might not have a chance to get to 2 more possessions.
That's right. So the 2-point conversion fails, and with 4 minutes, 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter, Mansfield pulls out to a 20-0 lead over the Dumas Bobcats. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Looking for a college that offers exceptional opportunities close to home? For over 150 years, Lyon College has been the launch pad for successful careers right here in Arkansas. With a strong academic reputation, competitive athletics, and a stunning campus in beautiful Batesville, Lyon College is dedicated to shaping graduates who make a difference in their communities. Discover what Lyon has to offer by visiting lyon.edu. Lyon College, building a better world starting in Arkansas.
Wow, that was huge. Welcome back. Breaks are powered this year by Barry's True Value, and that was a big touchdown by Mansfield. They pull out to a 20-0 lead, and the Bobcats now have got to make something happen. And you don't want to say it's desperation time, but it's desperation time.
There's still 16 minutes, 6 seconds left, but we definitely need to go down and score because the way they're controlling the clock, we might not get 2 more possessions.
That's true. That's true. The way they're running the clock. And so the kickoff is going to be picked up at the 25. And he's up to the 30, 35. Midfield, Spratt's looking for a seam. He's going to cross down to the 46-yard line of Mansfield, where the Bobcats will take over first down and 10. So a good return there by Spratt. Boy, we would love to have seen him get that touchdown back and break one there. Almost did, but good field position now. Here's where I think you got to stretch it out a little bit, and we're going to have to make a big play or 2 quick. I don't think we can just put a drive together here. I think we're going to have to make something big happen.
Man, just throw the ball down.
I would go downfield on this play right here.
Take shots. Take a shot. That's right. So first down and 10 for the Cats. Inside 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Walker takes a snap. He's going to throw a screen pass, and it is going to be complete.
Man. They read that all the way.
They read it all the way, and that's going to be a big loss.
In that set, we got 3 guys up there, and nobody touched that kid.
Sure didn't.
And then you'd also, they jumping. They've been jumping the screen pass all game. Man, maybe we need to pump one.
Yeah,
somebody go long.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do.
Throw one, counter with them.
Man, it's second down and 20. Or close, second down and about 18, I think. But we've got to I think we're going to have to do something big and quick right here as Mansfield is feeling the little pep in their step out here in the third quarter. One motion man for Walker, and they're still throwing screen passes. And that's to Spratt. Spratt's looking for something, not much doing. He's going to get the initial line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up a third down and 10 for the Cats. Bobcat faithful looking for a late hit out of bounds. Nothing doing there, and it's third down and 10. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Cats trail 20-0. So it is third down and 10. Ball's at the 46-yard line of the Mansfield Tigers as the Cats come to the line. Walker splits, trips to the right, one wide out to the left side of the field, empty set otherwise, drops back, looking to throw, plenty of time. He is going to throw long, and he has a receiver, and he's going to overthrow a wide open Henderson. And he just overthrows him, and it's going to bring up fourth down and 10 for the Cats. Man, Henderson was wide open. He had 2 steps on the defender, and he was overthrown.
His passing hadn't been on tonight.
So 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and it is fourth down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats. So now you've got to make a decision. You're going to have to burn a timeout here pretty quick. You're about to lose your snap clock. Now they come to the line. I don't know if they're going to make it and get this play off without calling a timeout. And indeed, they're not going to, and they have to call a timeout. So there's a timeout on the field with 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter, called by the Dumas Bobcats. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Pop's Car Wash is a proud Dumas Bobcat supporter with 9 locations across southeast Arkansas to serve you. Bring your cars, trucks, big rigs, boats, and ATVs to any of our locations in Dumas, Monticello, Warren, 2 locations in Lake Village and Dermott, and the newest location on 28th Street in Pine Bluff. Customer service is our #1 goal, and we appreciate your business. Pop's Car Wash, now with 9 locations across southeast Arkansas to serve you. The Lambert family says, go Bobcats.
Brakes powered by Barry's True Value, and Older White is in the car wash business, no doubt about that. We appreciate them being on board with us this year, but the Dumas Bobcats have to call a timeout with 3:02 left to go in the third quarter, looking at a fourth down and 10 from the 49-yard line of the 46-yard line of the Mansfield Tigers, trailing 20-0. So pretty much desperation time here now. You've got to make something happen. You got to keep this ball moving. You've got to step up your pep, put a little pep in your step here and get these 10 yards. Better get 11 just in case.
Oh, man.
He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to throw the ball out of bounds instead of throwing downfield, which would have been like a punt had they picked it off. But that is going to go over on downs as an incomplete pass, and it's going to be first down and 10
he must have thought it was third down, play another day, because we needed 10 yards.
Yeah, just unload that. If they
just unload it downfield. If they intercept it, it's great. It's just as good as a punt.
That's right. And they're probably not going to intercept it because they'll know where their field position is otherwise. But anyway, It's first down and 10 now for Mansfield. They've got good field position at their own 46-yard line, and we're inside the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. So now we're going to see some clock management, I would assume, by Mansfield.
There's that toss.
You toss over to the left side, and he is going to be –
we covered that
he's going to be swallowed up there, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 3.
T-Shawn Henderson in there on the play.
Yeah, we covering that toss now, man.
So it's going to bring up a second down, a loss of 3, second down and 13. Nearing the 2-minute, 30-second mark here in the third quarter. As a second down and long for Mansfield. Quarterback's in no hurry to snap this football. They're going to milk the clock as much as they can. Toss to the left side this time. A good stiff arm. He gets into the secondary. Now he's gone to the house. And that is going to be a bad deal for the Dumas Bobcats, as we're going to see a good stiff arm there. And we're going to see Samuel Burton, according to my roster, into the end zone against the Bobcats. And, boy, it's a rout now here in the third quarter. Mansfield has cranked it up, and they've just about put this football game away. So it is 26-0, awaiting the two-point conversion.
The difference has been, man, those sweeps.
Yep.
Those quick tosses. I mean, they got us to the left with the sweep, tosses, and the counters. Now they said, okay, you stop it, we'll go the other way.
Right.
Yeah, they're tough with that.
So they're going to line up to go for 2. When man in motion, and
there's that
they're
quick
going to
handoff.
right up the left side, a little counter play, and it is good, number 23. And that brings our score 28-0 in favor of Mansfield. So the Bobcats will await the kickoff here in the third quarter with 2:11 left to play, and it is gotten bad for the Cats. We've been unable to score in this football game. Now you got to keep your head up. You're here in the playoffs. Let's keep playing football. You got another quarter.
Play football.
Let's just
keep
playing
keep
football.
Playing. You can't quit. You got to keep playing, man. That's part of it. You got to keep playing.
So the Bobcats will receive here after the Mansfield touchdown, 28-0 in favor of the Tigers. And they're showing so far how they became conference champions, as they're playing really good football here against the Bobcats in the second half. As we await the kickoff.
Yeah, man, they've got a I figure we're giving up 15 points a game and playing against Newport last week with that high-powered running back and those athletes. I knew that their defensive scheme had to be pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Kickoff's going to be taken coming back across field. That is going to be Spratt on the return. And he is going to chew up some yards again, gets inside the 50 and hauled down at the 47.
Excellent field position. Start this drive. Go down and score.
So put your drive together. Go down here and score. You got 2 minutes to go in this quarter. And the score is 28-0. Folks, stick with us the rest of this football game. You got nothing else to do on a Friday night, and we want you to stick it out with us because we're sticking it out.
Yeah, because it's cold,
it's
folks.
Cold. And I see a lot of funny looks on faces of people that are sitting here just freezing. It's pretty awesome. Probably not for them. For some reason, I'm not cold, and that's kind of got me a little nervous.
I don't know what you got going on.
I'm just wiggling my toes every once in a while to make sure they're still there.
Screen pass complete over the far sideline, and he is going to break a tackle, and he's going to get the first down. So it's a first down and 10 there for the Dumas Bobcats. Good reception that time. And that was Kilgore on the reception. And he is going to get the first down, moves the ball to the 35-yard line. Now, my toes are cold, I will tell you that. But otherwise, I'm not cold. But I got a little icy toes. But all in all, not too bad. First down and 10 for the Cats. Handoff this time over right side, number 3. Looking for a seam, not much doing. Bell's going to gain about 3. We're inside the 1.5 minute mark to go here in the third, and it's a gain of 3, second down and 7 for the Bobcats. So second down and 7. Twins to the left side of the football field. One wide out on the right side, that's Henderson. So we see Spratt dropping the slot on the left side. Walker takes a snap.
He's got him on there trying to throw the wheel route.
He's got to throw it hard. He's got to throw it quick. And that is going
to be you got to catch that.
Incomplete. And that should have been a touchdown in the end zone.
That was number 6.
That was Kemarian Jackson. He had it.
Jackson's going to drop the football
in the end zone.
In the end zone, incomplete, and it's going to bring up a third down. Stops the clock inside a minute, 58 seconds to go in the third.
That Spratt running in the little wheel route on the outside. Man, he hit him dead in the hands.
Thought maybe we were going to put some points on the board.
That might have been his best pass of the night.
Man.
So it is going to be third down and 6 now for the Dumas Bobcats. We're inside a minute to play in the third quarter. Walker takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket, running to his left, and he is going to turn it upfield.
And get the first down.
And he's going to get the first down. So good heads-up play there by the quarterback, Walker, and he's going to get what he needed for a first down and 10. Steps out of bounds, stops the clock as well. So Walker knew where he had to be then. He got the first down and wisely stepped out of bounds before he took a big hit. First down and 10 now for the Cats. Trailing 28-0. Henderson splits to the to the right side of the field. Walker looks to the sideline to get the play called. Little confusion. Now they've got it situated. Plenty of time on the play clock. Now Walker takes a snap. Looking to throw. He is going to be flushed. It's going to be complete. Screen pass number 11.
Oh,
He's
the ball is loose.
The football.
He fumbled the ball, man.
And it is going to be picked up by the Tigers. It's going to be first down and 10 Tigers. And that one stung, buddy. That was tough. It's going to be first down and 10 Tigers. That is going to stop a really, really good drive there by the Bobcats. And should have been a touchdown earlier, but nonetheless, that is going to stop that drive. And the Tigers are going to take over first down and 10. Wow, big change of events there, big turn of events, and that one hurt. So they're going to have the football at the 13-yard line, first down and 10. And now we're going to see them milk the clock. And all they want to do now is just get first downs.
There's that little 21.
Hand off over the left side.
Man, he's fast.
He's still on his feet. He's going to stay in bounds. Now there's going to be a late flag.
What happened?
And I don't know. There's a late flag away from the play. It was out in the middle of the football field. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty against somebody. And it's going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against somebody, I'm pretty sure. It's going to stop the clock with 33 seconds to go in the third. And we're going to get this all sorted out.
That's going against the Bobcats.
And once again, it's going to go against the Dumas Bobcats. And, some of the calls you wonder, you see some that don't get called and some that do, and that's more frustrating than just calling none of them or all of them,
Yeah.
But that's going to be a big penalty against Dumas, and that's going to give Mansfield good field position. Moves the ball up over the 40 to the 43-yard line where they're going to have a fresh set of downs with 33 seconds left to go here in the third and a 28-0 lead over the Bobcats.
All right. I tried to hold it.
So it is going to be first down and 10 Mansfield. And now, is there a timeout? Nope, they're going to let the play clock run down, and we're about to go into fourth quarter. So they're going to let the play clock run down, and after 3 quarters of play here, it is the Mansfield Tigers 28, the Dumas Bobcats 0. It will be first down and 10 when we return with fourth and final quarter action. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt nationally.
Welcome to fourth quarter action here in Mansfield, and it has been all Mansfield Tigers tonight, and after 3 quarters of play, it is 28-0 in favor of the home team. Not the outcome the Bobcats wanted, but we just didn't play good enough tonight so far, and Mansfield has played lights out.
Really, our defense has missed 3 or 4 assignments tonight, and that's the difference.
That's right.
We've played solid all but about 4 or 5 plays.
Some drop passes on offense.
But on
like
offense,
that.
we have shot ourselves in the foot by overthrowing the ball, dropping balls, fumbling the football, and you can't turn the ball over against good football teams.
So 1st down and 10 for Mansfield. Welcome to 4th quarter action. And, again, I can't say enough about how appreciative we are for you fine folks for tuning in this year and supporting these players. And it means a lot to them. It means a lot to us. 1st down and 10 now for Mansfield. Tigers have good field position. After that penalty, when man goes into motion, quarterback hands off over the right side. He's going to move the ball a yard, maybe 2, up near the 45-yard line where it will be a 2nd down and 8. So they are going to – the game's going to get really boring now because they're going to slow it down.
They're going to slow it down, eat as much of that clock as they can.
And they should be able to get about a half a minute off that clock every play. So they're going to burn some time here, and we're going to watch this clock tick away as Mansfield holds a commanding 28-0 lead. Quarterback, when man goes into motion, a little pitch out over the left side. There's a holding.
And no call. They called it.
Yeah, they had to call that one. Number 14 was tackled hard, and so that's going to come back. And, man, Jeremiah Davis was just covered up and hauled down, so that is going to be a holding penalty against Mansfield. Stops the clock. 11:14 left to go here in the 4th quarter. So we had a good drive up here. We came I don't know if you call it the back way or not, but we turned and came through Darnell and through the mountains because
it's a little shorter.
Well, and we had plenty
if you're in a car.
And we had plenty of time on our hands, and we wanted to just see what all was over there, and it was a really good drive. We're interstating this bad boy back home. We saw a bunch of deer.
It's all 4-lane except for about the last 7 miles.
Right. So but it was a good drive over here, and we've enjoyed the game and the hospitality here at Mansfield so far. Haven't enjoyed the outcome of this game so far.
No. But I tell you what, midway through the season, if you would have told us that the Bobcats would be in the quarterfinals.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Not many people would have taken that bet.
That is true. That is true. Short gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long now for Mansfield. Clock runs, 10:30 left to go in the 4th quarter. Mansfield on top 28-0. Bobcats been unable to score in this football game. Been close a couple of times, but that doesn't count in football. And Mansfield has played solid ball here tonight at home in front of a big home crowd. So it's 3rd down and 14 for Mansfield. Quarterback drops back. He wants to throw. He's hit as he throws, and that ball is just going to kind of drop errant. And now we're going to have another personal foul penalty. That looked like a flop to me.
That looked like that's a good acting job by number 68 because he fell over one of our guys and fell down.
Yeah, that was a true flop, but he got away with it, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Bobcats, looks like. But I can't believe they're going to call it, but they did, and I got to give that Mansfield player credit. That was pretty awesome because
that was good acting.
You see the flops on pro ball, and he pulled one and got away with it.
And that was just a 16-yard mark off.
Yep. But that was a good acting play there. But a big penalty against the Dumas Bobcats and a big 1st down and 10 now for Mansfield. So little insult to injury there. So it is 1st down and 10 now for Mansfield. 10 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in this football game. Empty set for the quarterback. Well, the quarterback works under center. And I don't know. So they wound the play clock, and he's just going to let it run down as much as he can. Still has about 15 seconds on the game clock, or on the play clock. Now he takes a snap, hands off, and a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. So 2nd down and 6 now for Mansfield. They're inside Dumas territory. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line of the Bobcats. 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. We near the 9-minute mark to go in this football game. The Bobcats just been unable to do anything to get a good offensive drive established tonight. They've just not been able to do it. Number 3 goes into motion. They're going to hand off to number 10 over the left side, and he is going to fight for about a yard, and that's going to be about it. It's going to bring up a 3rd down now for Mansfield. So 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers. And this is part of a football game where it gets boring and you don't have anything to really talk about because Mansfield is just playing the clock now, holding a 28-0 lead with 8 minutes and 25 seconds. And all they want to do is
burn.
Yeah, just burn
half a minute before they snap the ball.
Get them another 1st down and do it again. Now the Bobcats are going to jump. They're not going to flag him. So he got back. He did not
delay
get into the neutral zone. And now there is going to be a delay of the game. They're going to call a timeout. 8:04 left to go in the 4th quarter, 28-0, and there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
As a community bank, Merchants and Farmers is closely tied to the businesses, organizations, and most importantly, to the people in the communities it serves. We have been since 1909. We offer the big bank products, but are small bank friendly. We're dedicated to providing great customer service, all the while getting to know our customers. Hence our motto, building relationships one customer at a time. We'd like to invite you to be next. Stop in today to see why your experience here matters. Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas. Member FDIC.
Breaks powered by Barry's True Value. The timeout on the field called by the Mansfield Tigers with 8:04 left to go in this football game, leading the Bobcats 28-0. So it is 3rd down and 5 now for Mansfield after the timeout. The ball spotted at the Dumas Bobcat 40-yard line. Tiger football, quarterback takes a snap. And a little counter play that time.
And we stopped him short.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down for Mansfield. We're inside the 8-minute mark. A gain of about a yard down to the 39-yard line, so it's 4th down and 4 for Mansfield. So the Bobcats can fight here and get the football back. And Mansfield's going to milk as much clock as they can. They can get it down to around 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter before they have to snap the football. 4th down and 4 for the Mansfield Tigers. And option play, and he is going to be spread out. But he's going to get the 1st down. Looks like on 2nd effort. We'll see where they mark him. He's right at the mark. The line to gain, and we'll see if he indeed got there. They're going to stop the clock, set the football, and they're going to look things over. And I believe still no signal, and they're going to still no signal.
I don't like it when they move the ball.
Yeah. So now they're going to signal 1st down and 10. So Mansfield's going to get a fresh set of downs. So Mansfield's going to get a fresh set of downs.
Glad I'm retired from coaching.
I hear you. So it is 1st down and 10 for the Tigers once again. Ball's at the 37-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats, and we're under 7 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Cats down at 28-0. Mansfield well in control of this football game. They have been the entire night. They shut out the Cats so far. Quarterback's going to throw, and he has a receiver wide open, but I think he dropped the football. It's a terrible throw. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10, stops the clock with 6:38.
Yeah, that throw was a little short.
Yeah, it was.
Because we didn't have anybody out there on him.
He was wide open. So it is 2nd down and 10. Mansfield stops the clock throwing the ball. I don't really understand that, but I guess they thought they may try one since they're going to be moving on to the semifinals next week.
You want to give that next opponent something to look at.
That's right. Number 3 goes into motion, handoff number 10 right over right tackle. And he is going to get close to another 1st down. And now there's going to be another flag on the play. That should be called against Mansfield. We're going to see. There is going to be another 15-yard personal foul penalty called in this football game. A little chippiness out there. And I don't really understand it. Nothing to gain. I know you get a little frustrated. But if this goes against Mansfield, there's really nothing for them to gain. Now they're going to call it against the Dumas Bobcats one more time. So I don't know. I guess the Bobcats are just frustrated, but that's, you can't go on the road because these teams talk about you when you travel across the state and you can't prove them right. So you just can't do that. You can't prove them right. They're going to talk about how, whatever, and we sure can't, take a 5-hour road trip just to prove them right. So, the Cats got to clean that up for the rest of this football game. There's just no place for that. So we're nearing the 6-minute mark. It's 1st and 10 for Mansfield. Ball's at the 15-yard line. And we're going to see another Mansfield touchdown with 6 minutes left to go. So it has been a rout tonight by the Mansfield Tigers. And it is 34-0, awaiting the 2-point conversion attempt. Wow, what a heartbreaker, man. What a heartbreaker.
I know.
And just tough game for the Cats. It got out of hand here, and you hate to see the chippiness as well. That makes it worse than getting beat. Now it's 36-0.
And with 6 minutes left, 6 minutes and 1 second left, the clock will run. That's the sportsmanship rule.
So
the rest of this game's only going to last about 6 minutes.
And I don't know when they start the clock on the kickoff?
On the kickoff.
So when they kick the ball off, the clock's going to run. And Mansfield has put a whipping on the Bobcats here tonight. It's been a great season for the Cats. It's been fun to watch them, follow them all over everywhere. And I'm ready to saddle up and do it again already. And I hate that the season's coming to an end, but that happens. And Mansfield just played good, solid football here tonight. No doubt about that. The Bobcats couldn't get on their game. And then a couple big penalties with just some emotions. And I really hate to see that. That's a little more heartbreaking to me than losing the football game.
Yeah.
Is giving them fuel to the fire.
We gave them almost 45 yards on that drive.
We did. Yep, absolutely.
And good football teams don't need that help.
That's right. Mansfield's a good football team, no doubt. 6 minutes, 1 second left to play in this contest. Kickoff is going to be fielded cleanly. He's going to move the ball up over the 40 to the 45, crosses midfield, and knocked down at the 47-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Cats. So, folks, this ball game is going to be over in 5 minutes and 44 seconds, barring a timeout. And the Mansfield Tigers are going to move on. Bobcats are going to go home beaten tonight, but what a season we've had, something to build off of next year. And so, nothing but
finished the year with a 6-7 record.
Yeah, and proud of these guys, and hurt for them. I know they didn't want to come up here and lose like this, but they got beat by a really good Mansfield team tonight. And now let's see what the Cats can do, see if they can get some points on the board. And now we're going to have stoppage of play, and Mansfield's going to call a timeout. Don't understand that. Why in the world would they call a timeout? Beating the Cats 36-0 makes absolutely no sense. But the Mansfield Tigers are going to call a timeout here tonight. And so does any of y'all have any idea why they called a timeout? When it's 12 degrees outside and they've beaten the Cats by a score of 36-0 with the mercy rule.
I think they want to do some subbing, get some other people in the ball game, because I see some fresh numbers coming out.
I'll go with that. I got no better answer, so I like it, Coach.
But I wouldn't have had to call a timeout to do that.
So it is 1st down and 10 for the Bobcats. If we ever – there we go. Wind this clock up. 5 minutes left to go in this contest. Bobcats need to get on the scoreboard. Walker takes a snap, and he is going to throw.
His passing has been off all night.
Yeah, he's been off all night. He's just cold. It's like his muscles are frozen. He's just not throwing the ball well at all. So it is going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. 4.5 minutes to go in this football game. Mansfield 36, Dumas 0. Big win tonight at home for the Mansfield Tigers as they move on. Quarterback's going to throw complete over to the left sideline. Breaks one tackle, looking for some running room. And he is going to be hauled down. He gets the 1st down, though, inside the 40-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Cats as we near the 4-minute mark to go in this contest. Folks, it's been a great year. It's been a privilege personally. 2 things have been a privilege for me. Number one, having the opportunity to do play-by-play for these Bobcats for so many years and to be able to follow them around and watch them play football for all these years. But it's been a real privilege for me to be able to work with you two guys as well as Bub and Brock over there, and it's really it's been a lot of fun, man, and I appreciate you guys.
I have thoroughly enjoyed it,
and man, what an honor, and we appreciate the opportunity. I know you guys do, and I know I do as well.
I know when I was a coach, I really appreciated the job that broadcasters do following teams, because it's not one of those huge paying jobs it's in high school. So
it's definitely a losing proposition for me, because I'm always, my wife said, where did you get that piece of equipment?
Yeah.
Did Scott give it to you? I said, no, I didn't call him. I bought it. So, yeah, I definitely don't make any profit doing this job. But, hey, I'm good with that. It's another 1st down for the Cats.
And they jumped offsides.
And so there's going to be an offsides. Bobcats may have an opportunity if they hurry up to score in this football game. We're down to 2:28. Clock runs. I want to say a big thank you to Evan at the station for getting us in and out of our breaks, taking care of all the technical stuff back in the studio. Appreciate that as well. 2 minutes, closing in on 2 minutes. Boy, the Bobcats need to get some points on the board. Walker looks things over, waiting to take the snap. And Walker's looking to throw, and he's going to throw, and it is going to be, I believe,
incomplete.
They're going to call it incomplete, dropped it in the end zone. We've seen a lot of that tonight. So we're inside the 2-minute mark, 36-0. The Bobcats going to get a couple more shots at the end zone with a 2nd down and 5. And that is going to bring us to the end of this football game in about a minute and a half.
About a minute and a half. And then start that bus up and crank that heat.
Hope you got heat in the bus.
Oh, it works real well.
So it is 2nd down and 5. This time they're going to hand off over left tackle, and it looks like waiting for a signal.
He's short.
He's going to be short, about the 2-yard line. So it is going to be a third. Actually, it's going to be a 1st down and goal from the 1-yard line with a minute. So we have an opportunity here to score, but we got to hurry up. And we have an opportunity to score, but we have got to get a move on. We're inside 50 seconds to play with a 1st down and goal. So 1st down and goal. And the Bobcats are into the end zone, so the Bobcats are going to score with 30 seconds. So we avoid the shutout. It's 36-6, so the Bobcats get on the board. And that's probably going to do it. They're probably not even going to – they may attempt a point after. I doubt it. And that's probably going to bring us to the end of the football game, as they are they're going to go for 2 maybe. I don't think – he's looking at the snap clock. He hasn't looked at the play clock. Game clock is all right.
Game clock doesn't matter.
So quarterback is going to throw into the end zone, incomplete, and that is the end of the football game. Final score is, the Mansfield Tigers 36 and the Dumas Bobcats 6. Congratulations, Mansfield. Good job. Good luck in the rest of the playoffs, and thank you for the hospitality here in Mansfield, Arkansas. Thank you, Bobcat fans. Been a great year, man, for Coach Larry Harris. My friend John McGraw, Bub, Roy Fortenberry, Brock Fortenberry, everybody involved in our broadcast. Evan back at the studio. A big thank you, all of our listeners, all of our folks that respond. We appreciate you. The City of Dumas, Dumas School District, thank you very much. And until next year, go Bobcats.
Woo, got the heat.